I'm a fish boy who skates for Team X Blades with a leprechaun who plays basketball. Come to my smart house, meet my alien sister. Don't come hungry because I'll bet my mom can't cook.
Apes. Good. I think we got our cold open.
That's it.
There you go.
There you go. Welcome to Mom Can't Cook a Decom podcast. I am one of your hosts, Andy Farron.
Hello, and I'm the other host, Luke Westaway, and thank you for joining us on this episode of Mom Can't Cook a Decom podcast. We are going to be recapping the Jennie Project.
Yep.
It is a Disney Channel original movie from the year 2001. It is all about...
It's been scrubbed from the internet for some reason.
I mean, having seen it, I can see why.
Yeah.
It's a movie. Well, it's a
movie.
It's
you can't deny it's a movie.
You can't. It has all the trappings of a movie.
Yep. All the trimmings.
When, for example,
actors and dialogue and all.
Actors,
all
dialogue,
sorts.
scenes upon scenes, and at the end, the cherry on the icing on the cake. Credits.
And friends, an ape.
You better believe there's an ape in this one. Okay, this one's all about an ape called Jennie who can learn sign language, and
sort of about that.
It's sort of it's really hard to describe what the plot of this one is succinctly because there isn't really a plot. An ape who does sign language is just sort of there, and things unfold. This movie doesn't so much unfold as it unravels, I think would be
as it sort of is strewn around the lawn like a box full of precious valuables being attacked by an ape.
Yeah, exactly. There is a reading of this movie as a psychological horror thriller. I think we hadn't watched this movie before.
No, this was new to us.
This was new to us. I was not prepared for a truly terrible decom dad.
Yeah,
From downtown, maybe the worst one.
But not presented kind of presented as such, but I don't think presented in the kind of irredeemable light as, say, the dad from Motocross or the dad from Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off. We're like, oh, he's just, he's struggling with all his responsibilities, isn't he?
Yes, the movie doesn't know what a terrible dad he is, even though he is weapons grade awful. And also, he's a bad decom dad. He's maybe our first example of a truly terrible decom husband.
Oh,
very good. Because my God, I was screaming at the screen for his wife to leave him. The way this gentleman carries on. The Jennie Project is okay. I can't really remember why I wrote this. I'm just going to read it. I wrote it all in capitals. The Jennie Project is a psychological horror thriller about a woman whose husband brings home a malevolent ape with whom she is forced to share her home and her family. In this Kafkaesque nightmare from director Gary Nadeau, Sheila Kelly gives a powerhouse performance as the frantic mother who seems to be the only one aware of the strange terror of her situation. Do you think that's a better description of this movie than the one Disney puts out?
Yeah, if you did replace ape with doll, you just described Annabelle or, any one of those films.
This is it feels like an Annabelle movie, all at the expense of the mother.
Yeah, everyone else is having a nice time with the ape, and it's terrorising this poor woman.
The ape will be having a nice time with the children, and then when the ape is alone in the room with the mother, it'll just hit her and throw things at her. And then she tries to tell everyone that the ape is bad, and they're like, "No, Jennie.
Not lovely, Jennie. Why, Jennie's as gentle as you or I."
Jennie shoots a deathly glare over her shoulder at the mum.
Okay, well, let's hear the promo from Disney and see how they described it.
Opening July 13th on Disney, The Jennie Project, an incredible story about a chimp rescued from the jungle and the family that takes her into their home and teaches her sign language.
And action.
Behind the scenes, the cast tells us what it was really like working with Jennie.
I have never worked with a chimp before, and they're surprisingly intelligent.
The odd thing about it is when I teach it, it actually learns what it is I'm doing. Me, Pam, you, Jennie. I'll be doggoned if after 3 takes, the chimp wasn't picking it up.
My favorite scenes would definitely be the ones where I get interaction with Jenny, scenes where we're doing sign language together. Andrew, love, Jenny.
What I like best about working with a chimp is that they're cute and playful.
Perfect, Jenny. And cut.
The Jennie Project, an experiment in extraordinary friendship, opening Friday, July 13th at 7, 6 Central.
Okay.
I'm going to say this movie isn't what I was expecting from like reading the brief synopsis and seeing the poster.
I thought it would be a lot more earnest than
I thought it would be way more earnest.
But it's not earnest at all.
I thought it would be along the lines of sort of a Ring of Endless Light, but about apes instead of dolphins.
Yeah, the perfect film, in other words.
And because it's about like sign language and a family coming to sort of understand a chimp. And you're like, okay, that's going to be quite serious and earnest. Yeah. What it is 85 minutes of ape carnage. and then the sort of the ending of a Ring of Endless Ape Light.
This movie,
so it's got this totally unearned, earnest ending after this like ape carnage movie.
This movie takes a hard left turn at around the 2/3 mark that I am vibrating with excitement to describe to you, Lisa. You are not going to believe it. All I'll say is it had me looking up in earnest whether an animal can go to prison.
Yeah, so look forward to that.
Okay, so
let's just get into it.
Let's just get into it. We begin with, you guessed it, a regular all-American suburban home. The camera pans down. We see a kid inside. The kid's called Andrew. He's reading a comic, a DJ Doom comic, and he sat with his sister Sarah, who is watching TV.
They each think the other's thing is stupid.
Yep.
These siblings hate each other. He looks and sees a cab pull up outside. He goes to see who it is. It's Cosmo Cola from Stepsister from the Planet Weird.
Yep, but this time he's their dad.
Yeah,
I was expecting this movie to take longer to introduce the ape, and so I kept thinking of funny instances where the ape could be introduced, like the cab could pull up and an ape could step out.
An ape is driving it, or yeah, the ape smoking a cigar.
Hey ape, you did such a good job driving the cab. Do you want to live with my family?
Or he steps out the back and he's like, "Hello, I'm your cousin from Philadelphia. I got in one little fight and my ape mum got scared. You're moving with your family in wherever you live."
I am an ape. So anyway, no, it's their father. It's their father. His name is Hugo. Yeah. We see Mom inside the house. She is fixing up the sink.
This is visual shorthand for how her husband has abandoned her, and now she has to do all of the tasks around the house that a man would do, like, for example, fix a sink.
Fix a sink, yeah, exactly. In alarm, she hearing the car, she drops a wrench. They all rush outside. Mom's like, "What the hell are you doing here?" And Dad says, I was going to call, but I wanted to surprise you." Mom says, "We were beginning to wonder if we were ever going to see you again."
Yeah, Andrew seems distant, but the daughter, Sarah, she's loving it.
Yeah.
She says, "Did you bring me anything, Daddy?" And Hugo says, well, sort of. And then a duffel bag starts writhing across the lawn towards her.
Sort of rolling
in an organic way.
No air holes are discernible in the duffel bag.
Yeah.
Dad looks at the family and says, "I can explain."
The bag rolls across the lawn. The girl looks inside. Hugo opens the bag and it's a diapered ape.
A chimp pops out. Sarah screams in terror. The ape screams in terror. Andrew smiles winningly, as if to say, "Oh, good, an ape is here."
Hugo explains that the villagers called her Jennie Quasigo, which means little one who makes herself look big. What villagers? What's he talking about? We don't know.
He's pulled up. The family don't seem to be expecting him. He's pulled up in a cab with a duffel bag in which is a diapered ape.
With a duffel bag full of diapered ape.
This ape needs its diaper changed.
Why was he transporting it in a sealed duffel bag? Did he smuggle this ape in? Is that the implication?
I think the implication we can come to this a bit later on, because at some point he's going to talk to a colleague and he's going to say, "Hey, do you remember that ape that I met in Africa? Well, guess what? I brought it home." And he's like, "What? How?" So
it's going to be a core pillar of his character later that he is, above all else in his life, concerned for the welfare of this ape.
Yes.
And he is introduced to us by dragging it in a duffel bag across the lawn.
That's because they didn't want us to show the ape being thrown into the hold of an aeroplane.
Yeah, and freezing to death like Johnny Tsunami.
I brought back 5 apes and one made it.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Yeah, she looks in the bag. There are 4 frozen ape carcasses.
Jenny had to cut them open and climb inside. for warmth.
But yay, we got the strongest one.
We got the strongest ape. So, Dad goes on to explain how in Africa, where he's just been, chimps are protected, but that doesn't stop the poachers. Their big prize is capturing a chimp alive, but sometimes the poachers misjudge the strength of the poison in their arrows, and that's what happened to Jenny's mother. Mm-hmm. And over this we see footage of poachers in Africa creeping through what I can only describe as a Hollywood producer's back garden.
This is for sure Balboa Park.
Yeah, yes, it is. It's Balboa Park in San Diego, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And it looks like it. Not for 1 second will you be fooled, the viewer.
But this is the African ? Jungle. Yeah. We see this group of poachers come up
_ not final
_ not final _ Balboa Park. Don't include this in file name. So they come across the ape family, knock an arrow, they fire it, an ape scream fills the air. We cut to Cosmo Cola's tent.
So this is all still flashback.
This is flashback.
He's in to his time in Africa.
Africa ? A local has a blanket wrapped ape and is pleading for help. He describes the slow death that this ape is to face. Yep. Its muscles and organs shutting down one at a time. Good times on the Disney Channel.
I wonder what's on Nickelodeon. Dad lifts the blanket to reveal a Hollywood chimp with an arrow sticking out of it.
Like an arrow through the head prop, like Steve Martin used to wear on stage.
Yeah. He explains to the locals that this ape is doomed. The poachers use too much poison. They ask if he can save her. He explains, I'm sorry, I'm a PhD. I'm not that kind of doctor. Then someone shouts, I think she's going into labour, doctor. And Hugo, the dad, shouts, right now? Bring her into my tent. I need hot water and towels. Hurry, there's not much time. Even though he just said he wasn't a doctor.
So he's not a doctor, but he does feel comfortable conducting an ape birth.
I'm not a doctor. I'll take a run at ape midwifery.
Yeah, how hard
can it possibly be?
Just fire that chimp out of there.
Yeah, I've seen TV. It's just like hot water and towels, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Just
let nature take its course.
Just pour hot water and throw towels at it until it's done.
Pour hot water over the mother
until the dreaded deed is done.
Until the ape is good and cooked. So
over like a pan flute soundtrack, a local leaves the tent. It's a girl, he announces. Everyone laughs. Cosmo Cola cradles the ape baby, and his local friend says something like, I couldn't make this out. He says, like, you are Antifa. It can't be Antifa.
That can't be right.
But that's what he says.
I couldn't pick this out either. I watched it without subtitles, unfortunately. So yeah, I couldn't clarify.
The spirits who will guide this one, he says. Everyone sort of crowds mystically around this ape baby. It feels quite racist. Yes. Then we cut back to the house.
The thing that I want to note about this scene just before we move on from the flashback is that when Dad emerges holding the chimp, I'm not a chimp biologist. I don't mind admitting that. But this...
Can't believe you would say that on air.
But this chimp baby is very clearly at least 1 year old.
Yeah, it's
huge. Just imagine a chimp. It's that. It's
regular chimp.
I'm not even sure they've gone to the effort of finding a young chimp. It's just like, no wonder the mum died. She's just given birth to a chimp the size of
a fully grown chimp. It's like a snake shedding its skin.
Yes.
They could have like sloshed some afterbirth on it or something. It's just a blow-dried, movie-ready chimp.
Would it have killed them to slosh some afterbirth on a chimp?
on this chimp? Yeah, no, it's just from animal actors, isn't it?
So, anyway, end flashback. We are now back in the suburban home. You can call her Jenny, says Dad to Sarah, who is struggling to pronounce Jenny's name.
Yeah. No, says Mum, understandably wary of allowing this ape to move into their house.
Yeah, so
Dad leaves this feral chimp in the yard with his small children and goes inside after her when she storms off.
Yes, he says to his son, do me a favour, keep an eye on her. She's had 3 cc's of diazepam. Now,
so she's a little loopy.
Now, I'm no chimp biologist, but I did look up what 3 cc's of diazepam is. The maximum diazepam, as far as I can tell, that you'll ever be prescribed.
Yeah.
On the NHS website, this is 20 milligrams. 3 cc's is 3,000 milligrams. So I'm pretty sure I'm right on this one.
This ape is about to die in their yard.
This ape is either going to die soon or live forever. I'm not sure it's had like a sort of Bruce Banner dosage of diazepam.
Yeah, well, diazepam is the drug you take in Metal Gear to stop your rifle scope moving around when you're sniping.
Yeah. So
it's some sort of sedative.
This is the deadliest ape.
This is the drowsiest ape you've ever seen.
So anyway,
the ape starts making sort of sexual faces at the children. It looks like Grandpa Joe is the girl's assessment. Man, are you ugly is Andrew's assessment.
And now we get to hear what the mum thinks of this whole situation.
I missed you.
You said 3 months and you were gone for 8. After your 3rd letter, I just threw away the rest. I figured if you died of malaria, they'd send me a telegram.
I know it's hard for you to understand, but back there in the Atari, I was accomplishing the most important work of my life.
The most important work of your life is right here under this roof.
I'm back, Leah.
Do you really think you can just waltz back in here with a monkey under your arm and make everything all right?
She's not a monkey, she's an ape.
This is wild. So I was already thinking that this was a pretty bad dad and husband showing up unannounced with an ape and being like, good news, everyone, you now live with this ape.
Good news, everyone, I have a new, better child.
But how about this? He's been missing for 5 months. Well, he's gone AWOL in the jungle for 5 months, and then shows up with a chimpanzee, and he didn't call. He was like, I wanted to surprise you. Yeah,
it was a surprise.
Surprised you're not dead.
You walked into the jungle like Colonel Kurtz from Apocalypse Now, and returned 5 months later with an ape bride.
Diapered ape.
This diapered ape. You want to live with us now.
So Mum says, you can't show up with a monkey under your arm and make everything all right, to which Dad responds, she's not a monkey, she's an ape.
Actually, I think we'll find...
It's an ape. What you've done there is a classic.
One of the classic blunders.
Classic misconception. So this conversation/divorce is interrupted by Sarah running in to inform them that Jenny just took a shit on the neighbour's lawn.
I'll be right back, he says, running off.
Probably something to do with the enormous amount of diazepam in the system.
I'll be right back, he says. Where have I heard that before, says the mum, assuming he's going to sprint off for 5 months.
Yeah, exactly.
We cut to dinner. The ape is eating at the table with them. Presumably at the dad's insistence.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't have taken a mouthful of tea at that point. So Dad says to Andrew, his son, that he hears that his grades have slipped a bit. He points out to his son, when I was your age, I was already a sophomore in high school. Yep. It's hard to focus on this bollocking from absent Dad, though, because Jenny's eating is so disgusting and we keep seeing it in excruciating close-up.
Yeah, all of these, hard family moments are intercut with shots of an ape eating mash.
That's good. Then Mum says, can't Jenny eat outside? Pleadingly. And Dad calmly but firmly explains that Jenny won't eat outside because she thinks she's human. Humans can eat outside.
So Andrew, hating all of this, says, may I be excused? We're not finished, says Dad. And then Andrew says, you didn't care about my grades when you were in Africa.
True, fair.
That's not true, claims Cosmo Cola before returning to his ape daughter.
So Andrew goes and sits outside on the step outside the house looking glum. And who should sidle up and come sit next to him but Jenny? The music is very sentimental, and then for what feels like 5 minutes, they avoid making eye contact with each other. Then Andrew shouts, leave me alone, at this tiny chimp and storms off.
The ape looks perplexed.
Note on the music, as soon as this movie began, I felt an unpleasant tingling all down my spine.
Right.
Just at the timbre of the music.
How African it was?
No.
Or no?
No, not that. It just felt in some way familiar.
Okay.
I rushed to IMDb to check. Yes, the music is by Phil Marshall, the Jumping Ship composer.
Yes!
I can absolutely just sort of smell it on a decom now.
You have the stench
I can just
of Jumping Ship upon you.
Yeah, exactly. There's just something I I can just hear it. But yes, this is.
Can we have a clip? Can we have a clip?
A clip of some of the music from this one?
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
It's good.
Yeah,
Love it.
It's just good stuff. That was a clip from slightly further into the movie than we are at this point in the recap, but you can just...
So there's still good stuff to come.
Yes, you can just hear some...
Great.
Yeah.
Look forward to it.
So
at night, Andrew sleeps. His dad walks into the room. I'm sorry I went to Africa for 8 months and had an ape daughter, his face seems to say.
No, it doesn't. He just sort of regards him sleeping. Dad says, he seems so angry, really confused. Mom says, well, he's a 12-year-old and he's growing up without a father. It's like Andrew doesn't even care that the dad was doing the most important chimp midwifery of his career out there.
But we've gone for about a minute and a half without seeing the ape, so we cut to the basement. The ape is down in the basement, afraid.
Jenny sleeps in a dog bed in the basement. She has to eat at the table because she thinks she's human, but she can sleep in a dog bed in the basement.
In the basement, yeah. She's scared in the basement. Some sleigh bells start playing. She sees Santa Claus, and then a toy dinosaur makes the sound from Doom. So naturally, the ape goes bananas and flees the basement.
This is bollocks. How does Jenny know what jingle bells sound like?
How does she know what Santa is?
I can understand that.
Why is she scared of Santa?
Well, to be fair, I can understand why she'd be scared of Santa. It's probably scarier not having the context of who Santa is. You just see Santa, you'd be like,
yeah,
what's this guy's deal?
There's
no way you would imagine sleigh bells.
No.
Jenny can't possibly understand sleigh bells.
I mean, I think it's... no, she's like, oh, that's... that doesn't sound like anything to me.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like anything to me.
Doesn't sound like anything to me. So in bed, Mum is asleep.
Yeah.
The ape is next to her and starts sort of stroking her face.
Yeah.
That's nice, she says, taking the hand and kissing it tenderly. I just want us to be a family again, she says. She opens her eyes and sees a shrieking ape. She screams and then falls out of bed.
She falls out of the bed. The ape screams and falls out of the bed. Dad emerges from the bathroom, toothbrush in mouth. He sees Jenny, the ape, lying alone in his marital bed. He pauses for a moment and then shrugs and goes back into the bathroom.
He heard his wife scream. He doesn't see her.
Comes back, she's gone.
Yeah.
And then he's like, leave him.
But he sees that his ape is in bed.
Almost
so he's
every
like,
scene
nice.
is the ape just winding up the mother. This is the first instance. The ape is so charming and playful with everyone apart from the mother.
So, imagine this scene of a woman lying in bed. Some fingers brush her lips and she sort of tenderly kisses them. Imagine this whole scene.
She's like,
but instead of like jaunty jumping ship reggae, you've got like tense horror strings under it.
Yeah. She's moaning sensually. I just want us to be a family again, she says. Her eyes open. An ape.
A shrieking ape fills
her vision. She screams. The ape is screaming. Everyone is screaming.
Seriously, you just put some horror music under this and it would completely change the entire vibe.
I might do that. I might just stick...
I think you should.
I think we should. I will.
Yeah.
Okay, morning. Andrew walks down and steps...
There's some ape goo on the floor.
I don't know what this is supposed to be.
Me either.
He steps in some kind of thick, gooey ape urine, I guess. Some sort of ape mucus. But there's like big puddles of ape mucus.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Mischievous.
That's what, when they're threatened, they sort of spray gobbets of ape mucus everywhere.
Mischievous reggae is playing, of course. So Andrew tiptoes through to the kitchen to find it absolutely destroyed. And I mean totaled. There's food all over the floor, the walls, and the ceilings. It is disgusting in here. Dad walks in very casually and says, I don't understand. I thought I locked the door so that the ape couldn't do this.
Yeah.
And Mum says, either the ape goes or I go.
So we cut to him leaving for work.
Go!
We cut to him leaving for work. And she says, what are you doing? You're not leaving me here with that damn dirty ape.
She says,
and he's like, I'm going to go to the lab to check in on the specimens or something. You got to babysit this shit. I'm out. Peace.
Dad, out. Peace. He was missing for 5 months. He's been home for 5 hours. And he's just sort of sauntering out to the garage, getting on his bicycle in this scene.
Yeah, me and the fellas probably grab a couple of cold brewskis after work.
Toast our new ape.
He's like, the ape's probably not hungry because she ate everything in the kitchen.
Yes.
And if she gets dirty, just change her diaper. It's simple.
So Dad says, Leah, because Leah is the mum's name. Leah, please. He says, Leah, please.
Leah, you're being unreasonable.
Leah, you're being unreasonable. He says, my specimens arrived today. I've got to get to the lab for preservation. He's getting out a bicycle, putting on a helmet. He looks like an absolute dick. Mum says that she doesn't want to spend her day cleaning up after a chimp. Dad says she's probably not hungry.
Lady.
Dad says she's probably not hungry. Just change her nappy when it gets too full of ape feces. Although provably some of the ape leavings are getting out onto the floor because there's some sort of thick mucal trail through the house.
So he f***s off.
Yep.
Leaving her with this ape. Inside the house, Sarah, the sister, is explaining her Barbies to the ape. The ape goes crazy and decapitates the male Barbie and then slams his body hard into the ground.
So there's. I wonder if there's supposed to be a little hint of what Mum's life is like without Dad here.
Yeah.
Like what it's been like for the last 5 months, because Sarah is showing Jenny 2 dolls, and the sort of Ken doll is called Brent, Sarah explains. This is Brent. He's rich, he drives a sports car, he's always happy. Mum says he's a real dreamboat. I'm wondering if Brent is someone who Mum has met. Maybe just wishful thinking.
Yeah, Mum is, I think, looking at this sort of plastic simulacrum of
he's always
a better husband.
Yeah, he's always happy. He's rich.
He's always present.
He doesn't bring me a ape that I have to care for.
You'll notice that ape doesn't come with an accompanying ape with real action.
But yeah, as Andy said, Jenny snatches Brett out of the little girl's hands, bites his head off and slams the doll's body on the ground. Then it rams the head on the neck backwards. Sarah makes a shocked face and the scene ends.
Yeah.
Cut to Mum in the kitchen. She's struggling to clean what we have to assume is ape feces off of every surface. The kids come in and are both complaining. The mum is so stressed. She's having on the precipice of a full mental breakdown. Behind her, Jenny enters the room, clambers across the kitchen top unnoticed and dives out of the doggy door, whooping and screeching.
Yeah.
And has run away.
Yeah, outside the postman is arriving.
Just let her go. If you're the mum, Jenny's just like, whoop, out the door.
Yeah, call animal control. There's a loose ape.
I wouldn't even do that. I'd just be like, well, that takes care of that.
Yep. Outside the postman is arriving. He is ape spooked and he drops everything.
His name is Frank and he's played by Joel McKinnon Miller from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
And also The 13th Year.
Yes, that's right, of course.
Yeah.
This is Frank.
You tell your old man I still have the scar from that lizard fight. And if I get any grief from that baby gorilla.
Ribbon Pallisers? Thanks,
I'm not paying for this.
So it's clear that Hugo has done this before. He's brought home dangerous animals and sort of unleashed them on this neighbourhood.
Yes, he has.
Yeah, and they've sort of attacked and bitten his friends and neighbours.
That's probably why he had to go back to Africa.
Yeah.
Until the heat's off.
Until the heat, yeah. To lay low for a while.
Now, don't you come back with another animal. That's the last thing we need.
And yet. So a woman is painting in her yard, just sort of gently and mildly painting some flowers. The ape jumps into her garden, ready to f*** her shit up. She's listing the things she's painting. She says 4 tulips, 3 daisies, and 1 little chimpanzee. What? And then she looks up and the ape is eating her prized flowers.
Dun, dun, dun. She screams for Henry, her husband. And upstairs in the house, we see Henry. He's some kind of preacher.
Yep.
He's in the business of... He's writing a sermon right now. He hears the screaming. He goes to the window and sees an ape chasing his wife around the garden in circles.
Yep.
Quite aggressively.
Murder on its mind. This Henry is played by Earl Bowen, who is the voice of LeChuck in the Monkey Island games.
What?
You'll also remember him as the prison psychiatrist or psychologist in the Terminator films.
Oh, yeah. Dang, that's good.
Yeah.
This preacher has very little to do in this movie, but this film is adapted from a book, and I think the character had a larger role in the book.
Yeah, well, I mean, we can talk about the differences now or later, but I think like a big part of the book was this guy trying to convert this ape to Christianity.
90% of the book.
Yeah.
Trying to convert an ape.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds like the kind of book I would certainly rush to adapt.
Yeah.
For the Disney Channel. So we cut to Dad's work. Oh, good. Dad walks through the halls of a natural history museum with his friend Walter, who also works there. Move over, Richard Leakey, says his colleague. Make room for Hugo Archibald. I looked this up. Richard Leakey is a Kenyan paleoanthropologist and conservationist.
Yeah, move over, idiot.
Move over. The dad explains that he's eager to get back to Africa.
He spent 8 hours with his family and he didn't care for it.
So, well, I've dropped Jenny off now, so I'll probably just head back.
I let an ape loose in the house and nature should run its course.
The thing is, Africa...
So there's nothing for me here anymore.
Africa has so many wonderful beasts that I could bring back and unleash on my family.
Act of God, the police will say. Nothing that could have been done.
I want to see how my wife handles an elephant.
Soon there'll be no stopping her.
Oh, I'd love the idea of this being a murder plot. Like, oh, just leave you with an ape. Yeah. Had an awful lot of drugs.
I shot this ape up with a bunch of steroids.
That's why the ape had to go in the hold. He couldn't declare it.
Yeah.
Or else there would be a paper trail.
Yeah. It's technically smuggling drugs in an ape.
Yeah, that's true.
Smuggled so many...
Now, son, extract the diazepam and we'll sell it.
The guy Walter says, "Is something wrong?" And Hugo says, "Remember that chimp I saved?" And Walter says, "Oh, yes, the lowlands pan troglodyte, yes. Pity you had to leave it behind." And then he says, "Yeah, well, guess what, Walter? I brought her home." Walter doesn't believe this at first, but then he slowly realises that this man is insane.
His colleague has lost his mind.
He's done illegal ape smuggling. There's no way any of this is legal.
He midwifed an ape. And now he's got a free chimp, and he's brought it home. So Walter says maybe try the university research lab. They're always.
Well, he asks if anyone can take this ape off his hands. Is why.
Yeah. Oh, yes, that's right. He's
Walter.
Like, yeah. Who will take this ape from me?
Who will rid me of this turbulent
ape? Walter says maybe try the university research lab. They're always looking for new specimens. All of their apes are all used up, I guess.
Yeah.
We do not have to wait to see what the university research lab is like, because the next scene is set right there. Cut to university. A boffin is explaining to the dad what they do here. This scene is absolutely incredible and makes no sense and is baffling. It is a man in a lab coat walking the dad past many cages of apes and monkeys and a tiny gurney with leather straps and like a big pointy thing above where the ape's head would go on this gurney. Yeah. Do you know what? Imagine a sophisticated modern day torture chamber for monkeys.
Yeah.
That is what this is.
It's the bit you get to like near the end of a Resident Evil game.
Yes, definitely. It's the bit where you
and you'll
go through
you'll find a diary saying injected ape with super serum, expect no problems. Day 2, help and be killed by an ape.
Oh no, there were problems with the ape.
Yeah.
The last thing we expected, problems.
But yeah, he says that the operation, the unspecified operation they do takes 16 hours and is irreversible.
16 hours?
The animals all look sad, and so does Hugo.
So we don't find out exactly what they're doing in this lab. I guess just
drilling holes in apes.
Drilling holes in apes to see what happens.
Oh, this one died as well. It took 16 hours. I drilled 16 holes in this ape, 1 an hour.
So Dad is like, I don't know if I
want to give this ape to the ape drilling facility.
So Dad comes home and he finds the house empty. I've written down, yes, thank God they've left him.
They finally left. But he hears noise from outside. He walks to the garden and he sees that Andrew is playing rock, paper, scissors with Jenny. He's teaching her the signs.
Yeah. It's
for these things.
A sweet scene is playing out, and Dad smiles in a way that seems to say, I won't lobotomize that ape no matter what it does to my marriage.
I won't let her get drilled by 16 drills. So we cut to nighttime.
Even if it kills my wife, I won't let this ape get drilled by drills.
I would rather let my wife be drilled by 16 drills than let this chimp be drilled by 16 drills. So we cut to nighttime. Hugo is hammering loudly. His whole family has been woken. I'm building a treehouse for Jenny, he says. He has never done this for his own family.
Yeah, there is no treehouse in the garden for the children, and his dad out here in the middle of the night. Imagine being the neighbours. Imagine being woken in the night by hammering and looking over the fence and seeing your neighbour, who you assumed was dead because he's probably been missing in Africa for 5 months, and suddenly he's back, and he's like, "Oh, I bought an ape. But I've got to build it. I've got to build it the greatest treehouse in the world."
Dad, I would like a treehouse too. You shut your human mouth.
Silence! You're upsetting Jenny.
Jenny, tear his face off.
You better watch it, Andrew. I owe the university one primate brain.
You know, we share 99% of our DNA with apes. They wouldn't even notice.
They wouldn't even notice. What's the drills have smashed up all the DNA.
Oh, I met the guy in the lab. He wouldn't think twice about drilling a child's head.
So the family run out in a panic. "What are you doing?" they say in great distress. "I'm building a treehouse for Jenny." Jenny is now dressed in human clothes. "I think Daddy ate too many grasshoppers," said Sarah. Earlier he was talking about how he ate a lot of grasshoppers in Africa.
Mum says, "You said you weren't keeping her." And he says, "It's not that simple. As Jenny's mother died, she gave birth to Jenny. And it was my face that baby chimp saw for the first time. You wouldn't understand the joy of having children."
So good. Dad is just sort of rambling at this point.
He has 2 human children.
He says, "Of course, in the wintertime, we might have to bring her inside." So this isn't even an all-weather Jenny home.
You can sleep in the treehouse, darling, while Jenny comes into the marital bed.
The family look up to see that Jenny has a hammer now and is sort of swinging it round with a very loose grip on it.
Just sort of bashing whatever comes within arm's reach.
Yeah, you know, treehouse, children.
Yeah.
I worry that people won't believe what the dad is like in this scene, so let's hear some, please.
Sometimes things happen, Leah. The randomness of events. You just can't control them.
Don't you talk to me like I'm one of your research assistants, Hugo Archibald. I am your wife. You said we weren't keeping her.
It's not that simple, Leah. It's not just research. As Jenny's mother died, she gave birth to Jenny. But it was my face that baby chimp saw for the first time. My hand she reached out to with absolute trust. My pant leg she held on to when she took her first step. She would have ended up in a 2-foot square box bound for China or on someone's dinner table or worse. Now, where's that blessed T-square?
So yes, Dad has revealed to his family that in a very real way, darling Jenny is more his child than these human children will ever be.
Finally, he understands what it means to be a father.
Now,
he looked into that ape's eyes.
Now, he
saw something like humanity.
It changes you. When a young chimp imprints on you, it changes a man.
Daddy, will you go away again?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Oh, yes.
For many, many months. Years even.
But I'll have to take Jenny. I couldn't bear to be apart from my child.
Yes, of course.
What a father could be apart from their daughter for so long?
Without my guidance, she may go horribly off the rails. Son, put that crack pipe down. I'm talking.
You're distracting Jenny. So instead of killing Dad with a hammer and the whole family burying him together, everyone is moved by this, and the music goes all like emotional and little.
Yeah, even though he's just confessed to liking an ape more than his own family.
What's happened? It looks like Dad's picked up a brain parasite. He's out in the middle of the garden. He's dressed an ape in human clothes, and he's raving and waving a hammer around.
And he's building her a house.
He's building her a house in the middle of in the dark. He can't see what he's doing in the middle of the night, and he's like, "Good news, family. Jenny's going to stay with us. Of course, in the winter, she'll have to come inside.
She'll have to come in, and you'll live in there.
That's the beauty of it. We'll simply move outside to the treehouse."
What's that, Jenny? They should live here now. Yes, no, I agree. Inside, Jenny. They'll stay outside. Yes. So yeah, Andrew offers to stay and help him build this treehouse, and we cut to the morning.
He says, "Who are you?"
And the treehouse. The treehouse is built. It's got like windows and it seems impressive. It's implied they worked through the night on this.
Yeah, but it must have taken days. I think Dad, in a sweating fever, worked for about 72 hours straight without sleeping or eating.
Yeah.
But it's a really lush treehouse. It's got a rope ladder. Jenny and little Andrew excitedly swarm up this ladder into this magnificent treehouse.
Yes, glass windows and everything.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Next, we get a leisurely montage of life for the family with Jenny.
Ape life.
Yeah, it is a loose association of scenes, some of which are charming, some of which are terrifying. So let's just go through them quickly. Number 1, Jenny is shown a music box by little Sarah. Jenny in a tutu dances with Sarah and is loving it. Then Andrew walks up and says, "No way, Jen," and drags Jenny away. Yeah. He won't tolerate a ballet ape.
Yeah, she is a girl, shouts Sarah.
So the kids are having a cute time with Jenny the ape. Now we get a shot of Mom cleaning Jenny's asshole.
Hard rock is playing as Mom changes an ape diaper. Yeah, she's grossed out by
Jenny
it.
grins
but now
at the mum as if to say...
Upbeat reggae plays as a new diaper is placed on.
It's so weird. And Jenny sort of grins at the mum as if to say, "I'm more his child than your human children could ever be."
At school, Andrew is giving a presentation on chimpanzees.
Yep. And then
Dad walks in cradling an ape. Dad walks in unannounced and presumably unapproved.
Yeah, uninvited.
Holding a feral ape.
But all the kids are loving it. They're like, wow, an ape. So Andrew is popular in school and everyone's loving the dad. So, Andrew and the dad having a good time with Jenny the ape. Cut to Mom trying to persuade Jenny to use the toilet. Jenny is shaking...
This is her job for some reason.
Jenny shakes her head and puts her hand on her hips. Mom insists and Jenny slams the door. Cut 2. Andrew is in the park having a lovely time rolling around with Jenny. Cut 2. Mom is still outside the bathroom. Jenny leaves in a huff after an extreme amount of time. I think it's implied that she's befouled the bathroom in some way.
Yep. Mum puts her head in her hands. This poor woman.
Now we see outdoors. Frank, the postman, is delivering post. He encounters Andrew and Jenny. He pulls out some pepper spray and alarm. He shows off a scar on his leg from the, quote, harmless lizard.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "I'm warning you, Archibald. Keep that thing away from me."
Yeah, Andrew holds hands with Jenny as they walk away. So their bond has strengthened.
Yeah.
Like brother and sister, even though he actually has a real sister.
Yeah, but less and less.
Yeah. We cut to a birthday party for Jenny. They're all singing "For She's a Jolly Chimpanzee." Mum looks utterly defeated.
Mum carries in a cake that presumably she spent all day making.
The light has gone out from her eyes.
The light's gone out. She places in front of Jenny this absolutely huge ornate cake. And the next thing that happens is Jenny picks up a cup of water and deliberately pours it all over the cake, ruining it.
She makes eye contact with the mum and pours a pint of water over this
cake.
As if
to say, "I'm more his daughter than your children will ever be." The mom looks at Jenny and says, "Jenny, stop it." Andrew and Dad are laughing so hard they can't control themselves. This is honestly, it's like, I'm trying to think of a movie touchstone for this, like Rosemary's Baby or something.
Rosemary's Baby is the one I was about to suggest.
Yeah, it's like only one person in the film can see how horribly wrong this situation is, and everyone else
is just laughing and loving
just eerily uncanny smiles.
Utterly alone.
Yes, it's absolutely wild.
Mm-hmm.
And now, more trouble for Mum. Here's a visitor to the house. It's Dr. Pamela Prentice. She is...
Yep, she's a famous academic. The dad has read all of her books. She was given his name by Walter, their mutual friend, the head of department. "Walter tells me you've got a species-isolated chimpanzee in your possession. I figured I was in the neighbourhood, so I'd stop by and take a look at her." She's watching TV, says Dad. It's her birthday.
And Dr. Pamela Prentice says, "Television?" with a sort of frown. "Yes, in the family room." "I see."
They walk into the family room. Jenny is watching cartoons with Andrew. "She's the one on the floor," says Dad, helpfully.
Although I'm finding it increasingly hard to tell.
Wait, is she? He looks back and forth. Looks from ape to man and man to ape. Realised he could no longer tell the difference.
In your mind, is the dad starting to see his children as apes, or is he starting to see his ape as a children?
Yeah, no, he's starting to see the ape as a child and his children as apes.
Yes, both. Yeah. Yes, that's right. He looks at little Andrew and Sarah. It's like, these little apes.
Yeah. Hugo looked from ape to man and from man to ape. But already it was impossible to say which was which.
So Pamela walks through to where they're watching TV, and she shuts off the TV. Andrew spins around and screams, "Hey!" at her, a stranger in his home.
Yeah.
But Pamela says, "If you're going to rot your brain, do it alone." And then Pamela Prentice explains the whole deal of why she's here.
We have a colony of 5 chimpanzees at the Tahachi Center, all of whom are learning sign language. Jenny would be our control. What we want to see is, will the species-isolated chimp learn sign language quicker than the colony chimps?
I have a bad feeling about this. Dad says she's a world-renowned primate specialist.
More coffee, Doctor?
No, thank you.
A big deal.
She'll remain here, of course.
Hugo, we agreed that this was just temporary.
I would prefer to transfer her, but relocation might prove counterproductive to her learning progress. So, I will come here to do my research. Now, I must tell you, though, that this is not exactly the controlled environment that I had hoped for. Too many variables that might contaminate the data.
We wouldn't want to contaminate the data.
At the start of this conversation, Pamela Prentice takes a sip of her coffee and then makes a face that conveys that the coffee is repulsive in some way. That hasn't been set up or anything, so I think we have to assume that the ape has shit in his coffee.
There's some kind of ape mucus. Well, no, because Dr. Pamela Prentice would immediately ID ape mucus because she's an ape expert. She's a leading primatologist. There's probably no ape liquid that she
doesn't know what it is.
She doesn't know what it
taste.
is.
Yeah.
By taste, by texture.
This whole scene is so wild for the poor mum.
I know. It's what, like, listen, mum, the 8 months in Africa, 5 of which he was AWOL, is one thing. The chimp was another thing. Refusing to let the chimp leave the house is another thing. Well, and now a random doctor is moving into your house to teach the chimp sign language.
The whole point of getting someone in the research department interested in the ape was at his wife's behest of getting the ape out of the house.
Getting Jenny out.
And now she's like, oh great, we can take this ape out of the house. And
oh no,
Dad's like, oh no, she'll stay here, of course.
She'll stay here.
And Mum, sensing an opportunity slipping through her fingers, tries to protest.
Yeah.
But Dr. Prentice is like, oh no, yeah, you're right. Relocation might prove counterproductive.
Yeah.
So I will come here to do my research. The mum looks utterly defeated.
Well, I mean, it's clear from Pamela Prentice's bearing that she cannot stand any of the family. She hates them all. Yeah. She kind of hates Jenny, I think. She's like the whale biologist in Futurama. She can't stand apes.
Yeah. But so she says, I will insist on complete control over Jenny for 3 days a week. Those are my terms. The whole point was to get the ape out of the house, so I'm not entirely sure what the point of this is.
Or what? Those are my terms. Those are the terms under which I will accept coming to your house and eating your food and
looking at your
ape. Dad's like, you can have the living room. And Mum's like, the garage.
You can.
Please let it happen in the garage. And Dad's like, I can't believe you would make Jenny go out in the garage. You go in the garage.
And then Dr. Prentice is like, okay, the only thing that remains is the stipend that we will, of course, pay you for you. And he's like, no stipend.
Yeah, Dad's like, what? Dad's like, absolutely not. Mum's like, oh, these diapers are really costing.
I want to make sure we get absolutely nothing out of this.
Is he trying to get divorced? Does he not have the courage to ask for one? In Africa, did he meet a woman that he loves?
He met an ape that he loved, Jenny's mum, and she was cruelly taken from him.
He met a woman who he loved very much, and he ran away with her. He wants to go back and continue his affair, but he has to get a divorce to make it nice and legal. But he doesn't have the courage to simply ask for one. So he's spent months in Africa thinking of the worst things he could do in the world.
And now he's enacting that
plan. And now he's enacting his plan to be the worst, most leavable husband ever.
And none of it is working.
None of it's working. He's looking over at her like, oh yeah, and now I know what I'll do. I'll insist that we don't even get paid. Even though it's been very...
She's offering, there's money on the table, and I'm going to flat out refuse it for no reason.
I refuse it.
No money, please.
I would like no money. Don't worry, darling. We'll sell some of your jewellery to pay for Jenny.
Also, Dr. Prentice, great cans.
Well, great cans, Dr. Prentice. Also, wife, thinking about it, maybe we shouldn't sell your jewellery, because I think some of these pieces would look just stunning on Jenny.
And Dr. Prentice.
Dr. Prentice.
So yeah, she says, I really would like to get started ASAP, so I'll be here Monday.
Or like ApeSap.
And then she talks about Jenny's diet. She says we need to keep her away from refined sugars. She eats what we eat, says Mum. That's what I'm afraid of, says Dr. Prentice. And as she opens the door...
Dr. Prentice! How can you do this, Dr. Prentice? You're in this poor woman's house. Just like, hello, I hate you and your children. I will be
Your children suck. Your diet is terrible.
I will be moving into your house to teach an ape that you hate sign language, and I will be doing so almost all of the week, and I will not be paying you for the privilege. By the way, your children are unhealthy. What you feed them is terrible. I'd like to get started right away.
So she opens the door to leave. The kids who were listening at the door sort of fall through the door, and then... it looks a lot like she steps on the children as she leaves.
I wouldn't be surprised.
They sort of fall out of shot, and then she sort of steps and like rises up like she's standing on the prone bodies of the children as she leaves.
Yeah, it's like when Han Solo steps over the back of Jabba the Hutt in the CGI
exactly
Star
that,
Wars.
Yeah.
She's just like blip, 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 like that.
Pretty sure she stepped on the children.
Probably. Pamela Prentice is an odd character. She's very much set up at the beginning here. Like, she's a prickly character who's going to be revealed to have a heart of gold and crucially...
And a deep love of apes.
Yeah, deep love of apes, really, and she's going to come round and become part of the family, almost. But that doesn't happen. Neither does she sort of become a full villain. The villain in this movie is the mailman.
The villain in this movie is the friggin' dad.
And, to a lesser extent, the deuterantagonist. Jenny.
Yeah.
Jenny. The horrible ape.
So yeah, we cut to the garage for the sign language lesson. The board is set up. There's a camera. Pamela Prentice is signing me, Pam. And she's like tapping the inside of her wrist, which means Pam. The dad is also practicing. The word Hugo is like a chicken comb to the head, like Joe Bluth does when he's doing the chicken dance in Arrested Development.
They're trying to teach Jenny everyone's names. Dad, Andrew and Sarah are all together reading a sign language book, and they're doing some first clumsy communication attempts with Jenny. Repetition and reinforcement is the key, says Dad. And if you're wondering what Mum is doing in this scene, she's sweeping in the background.
Sweeping apes off the floor.
It's a full-time job. You won't believe how much this ape can eat. Now we get a sort of montage of learning scenes. It's mostly Pam trying to teach Jenny sign language, but we also see a few scenes of Sarah and Andrew getting frustrated that Jenny won't sign their names.
Jenny eats a sign language book.
Jenny's not very nice.
No.
Jenny's not what... You may have seen Dunstan Checks In. You may have seen...
Or Most Vertical Primate.
You may have seen some of these ape movies they have where the chimp is sort of...
Is a sort of fun and a party dude.
You know, like a fun, nice chimp. This isn't one of those chimps.
This isn't an ape that likes to party down.
No. This is
an ape that likes to destroy things.
This is an ape that only in destruction finds Jenny ease. Jenny just wants to trash the kitchen, ruin the mom's life specifically, and scare the children by moving very fast all of a sudden to do something like tear the head off a doll or eat a book.
So Andrew goes off with Jenny. What about me, says Sarah. And they just sort of like don't address that.
Andrew turns back to Sarah and says, "You stay here, Jenny. After all, you're an ape." And then holding Jenny's hand, walks away saying, Come Sarah.
With me.
Come with me, Sarah.
The human sister.
My human sister.
So Andrew takes her downtown to the movie theatre where Tarzan is playing. The clerk hands over tickets and an apish hand collects them. And he goes, and Andrew goes, puberty.
I have an ape hand from puberty.
Unrelated to this ape hand, puberty. My sister here is just going through puberty. She's at the ape stage.
We're hoping it's brief. So
in the theatre, Jenny is loving Tarzan. She's eating popcorn. She brachiates her chest in delight.
And then the scene ends. That was runtime. But
she liked Tarzan because it had apes in it, obviously.
I guess. Yeah. I mean, but like Andrew takes Jenny to the cinema to see Tarzan. That happens. The end. There's so many scenes that are just like little dead ends in this. Like nothing's moving anything along. I suppose it moves it along a very small amount because back home, when Andrew and Jenny get back, it's time for Andrew to receive a serious bollocking.
Mm-hmm.
Pamela Prentice is there. The dad is there. They're mad because he took Jenny to the cinema, and as a result of that, she missed one of her lessons with Dr. Prentice.
Andrew explains that Jenny doesn't want to learn sign language. Well, how do you know, they ask. She told me, and I don't need sign language to understand her, he says.
He sulkily storms up to his bedroom, having
That's
signed...
right, I speak ape now.
Yeah. He's got you lucky dog for apes. He's got the confidence of apes.
The confidence of apes. The confianza de apes.
So he storms up to his bedroom having signed something at his dad.
Something rude.
I don't know what. Probably dad. Yeah. Just ask her for the divorce map.
It's got to be easier than this.
Dad, I've printed out the papers.
Your son doesn't like you very much, Doctor, says Dr. Prentice, who, again, why is she in the house? What is anyone in the family getting out of this?
No, why are they tolerating her? So, astoundingly, Andrew and the dad have just had this falling out, which ends with some rude signing from Andrew. Dad goes upstairs to continue the bollocking on another level of the house.
Yeah.
So he's saying to Andrew, look, Andrew, we need Dr. Prentice's help. And Andrew counters very reasonably, Jenny is just an experiment, Dr. Prentice, and Jenny is not an experiment. She's more special than that. Dad tries to explain Dr. Prentice's immense stature in the scientific community, but the conversation does not go well.
Do you have any idea the stature Dr. Prentice has? I mean, as a scientist. A PhD at 23, 15 years of field work, full scholarship at Harvard and Cambridge.
Just like you.
What is that supposed to mean?
Your work is more important to you than anything else in the world, even your family.
So Andrew says, you say you love us, but you always leave. And what Dad says in response to this, I literally gasped.
It's amazing.
I gasped out loud.
He looks up at him with eyes like saucers.
Let me say Andrew's line, Andy, and then you say what the dad says. I don't know why I'm putting myself in this simulation of having my heart broken.
Okay. Eyes like saucers, looking up at his father.
You say you love us, but you always leave.
Ugh, well, I'm not going to waste time talking to someone who isn't mature enough to listen. Storms out.
Wild. I'm not going to waste my time. He doesn't even say it angrily. It's not like, oh my gosh, I can't believe he said that. How is his character going to recover from this? He just says it so
matter of fact.
I'm not going to waste my time talking to somebody who's obviously not mature enough to listen. And I'm not sure that the film knows what he's doing is bad.
Is the worst thing ever. Yeah.
I kind of feel like...
Daddy, you say you love us, but you always leave.
There's a waste of time.
Immature much? You sound like a little boy. I am.
You sound like a sad little boy who's being supplanted by an ape.
Yada, yada. Just all human talk sounds like, blah, blah, blah to me.
Tell you what, say this for Jenny. She does not talk back.
She just brachiates.
She just brachiates my son's bones.
This is jaw-droppingly bad parenting.
Yeah. So Dad leaves, and outside Andrew's room, Mom approaches with divorce papers. Just kidding, with a basket of laundry, and gives him a look as if to say, "Are you sure you're a good dad?" And he gives a look as if to say, "Yes."
Yes. Show me one way that could have gone better. So there's some more sign language lessons. We see a scene of Mum making deviled eggs for a big dinner party.
Oh my God. So, okay. Everything about this is torture for the mother and for the viewer. Mum is putting together this big tray of deviled eggs. Why is she doing this? I'll tell you why. She explains aloud to Jenny. It's because Hugo's colleagues are coming over in an hour, and so she's anticipating a joyless evening of long words and pretending to understand. She is vocalizing to Jenny her suffering at how miserable she is all the time.
Yeah.
And
Jenny isn't listening. Jenny is putting her ape hands all over her eggs.
Yes, you probably... I swear to God, I thought this movie was going to end with the mom and Jenny finally establishing a bond. Like, the mom would do some ranting like, oh, it's going to be so boring. And then I thought Jenny would spice up the evening with some ape carnage, and all of the academics would be like... And mum would be like, haha, Jenny, you are fun. You showed those stuffy academics. What's what? But no, instead, Jenny picks up a deviled egg and hurls it at the mum.
Yeah, she turns her back. She says, so help me, I will lock you in the basement if you mess with my eggs. She turns around. Jenny throws an egg into her hair.
Yes.
And then the mum says, oh, you horrible creature, I've had it with you. She wrestles this ape downstairs. This is all set to an upbeat reggae soundtrack, so we know it's fine, actually, and not sad and scary, despite what we're looking at.
It's bizarre. The funny reggae music is there to tell you this is funny.
Again,
it's funny.
This is like a scene from an A24 drama.
I'm gonna have to put music on. What should the music be under this one?
It should be just
Requiem for a Dream or something.
Yeah, well, just like some of the music from the Iron Claw where one of the wrestlers kills themselves.
Yeah, just some powerful drama music. Yeah.
Just real powerful drama music as she wrestles this ape downstairs. Everyone's unhappy.
Yeah.
The mum starts to lock Jenny in the basement and says, stay. But then Jenny hugs herself. And the mum, suddenly overcome with love for this ape, signs, what? Hug who? Who are you? It's the ape. And then the ape signs Jenny. She's like, that's right, come on. And they hug. She calls the kids downstairs.
This is BS. There's no way that this mum, who's raised 2 toddlers, would fall for this obvious manipulation.
Yeah.
Jenny threw all of her eggs around like a tantruming toddler, and she was like, right, that's it. Time out. Takes her down to the basement, and then Jenny's all like, oh, I actually need a cuddle. I actually need a cuddle. Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I see.
Cuddle now, dude. Yeah.
I see. Where are my eggs?
Yeah.
In my
cuddle the dryer here in the basement. While you have time out.
That makes me sound like an extreme, like I adopted extremely harsh parenting style. But there's no, Jenny's just dragged out to the basement, and then at the point where it becomes clear that Jenny's lost, she's like, "Oh no, I love you."
Yeah, but yeah, so Jenny now understands the sign language. She says, "Who is this?" and points to Andrew, and Jenny understands and signs the word for Andrew. And Sarah says, "Can you sign Sarah?" And she's like, "F off." Not doing that.
I see Jenny.
Poor Sarah in this film. She gets nothing from anyone.
Absolutely nothing. Mum says she understands and then shouts, "Call your dad! He's at the office!" And then we see Dad sprinting through his university going, "Woohoo!" and leaping in the air. He bursts.
She spoke! She spoke! He says.
He screams at Walter. Walter seems broadly uninterested. Then he leaves. And the scene is over.
He says, have you called Pamela? She's on her way to the house right now. We cut to the house. Jenny is loping around the garden. Earl Bowen looks out of the window of his house and smiles approvingly at these ape antics.
to deafeningly loud reggae music.
Yeah.
I don't really understand what's happening here.
No.
This movie is like a sort of accidental tone poem. It's like you asked AI to make a fun family film where an ape kills a family.
Yeah, AI in this instance standing for ape intelligence. That's right. This movie was written by the proverbial infinite monkeys.
All right. Neighbours. The neighbours, the preacher and his wife, they bring round a pie.
Yeah, the preacher and his sobbing wife appear at the front door with a pie.
Yeah. Jenny.
She's so unhappy.
Jenny answers the door. Well, hello there, young lady, says the preacher. Then Jenny starts screaming and screaming in an apish way, and the wife yells in fear and drops the pie. This ends the scene.
Jenny eats the pie off the floor.
Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot about that.
And the preacher is amused.
Forgot about that detail. Jenny eats the pie. What is going on? What is...
We can't.
I feel like I'm coming apart at the seams. trying to recap this one.
So what happens next
I
is
swear 10 minutes ago we were describing a film, and now it's just and the pie falls on the floor and the monkey eats a pie. And
it's like a clip show, America's Funniest Ape incident.
Do you think maybe this was cobbled together from like sort of VHS accident footage?
We'll pay you $250 for your ape clips.
It would explain why the ape is so unfriendly. Because it's not even a Hollywood ape. It's just
what happens next is we cut to the dad checking the post. He's waiting for his funding letter. The postman comes up and he says, "Are you going back to Africa? It must be hard to leave someone as attractive as Mrs. Archibald for such long periods." "Yes, it is," says Hugo. That's that scene.
That's that scene. But before that scene ends, the music tells us that Frank has yet more evil to work. It just sort of, the camera shows us Frank and the music goes like, dun, 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 dun.
The sinister postman.
So Frank is lusting after Mrs. Archibald.
Well, yeah, he probably thinks he's in with a shot because her husband keeps bringing home apes and her life is hell.
Absolutely, yeah.
Even Frank is a more attractive alternative.
Frank, if you represent some form of escape, I think you're in with a shot.
God, it's so sad.
So, in the next scene, they've put Jenny in a dress.
Yes.
And the family is all saying, what do we think of this dress then? And they're all going round to the circle saying what they think of the dress. Then Dr. Pamela Prentice rocks up and has scathing words to offer about the dress. Andy, what does Dr. Prentice say?
She says, "I think she deserves the dignity to not be treated like some kind of circus animal." "How dare you talk to me like that," says the mum. "This is my house and Jenny is what? Mrs. Archibald, she's your what?" says Dr. Prentice, and then she turns and leaves. The mum is utterly defeated.
Yeah, and then she turns and leaves to go into her house.
To go into the mum's garage to tutor her ape.
To tutor the ape she hates. For 3 days a week.
So, yeah. So we cut to a meeting.
We've hit a breakthrough. Can you bake another big pie? I think... Jenny, can you
make a big cake? Jenny wants to kick it apart.
Jenny made a sign that she wants to pour water all over your cooking.
Punch you hard in the neck. So there's a meeting. Dr. Prentice says Jenny has reached the age where she needs to live in a safe environment and not wander all over the neighbourhood terrorising people and eating freely.
Pamela is explaining to Walter. So this is Walter, Dad, and Pam. Pam is putting across the argument that Jenny needs to move to her research centre. She says that Jenny is being tended to by a housewife with 2 undisciplined children.
You will not refer to my wife as housewife or my children as undisciplined. We are not experiments. We're not subjects in a laboratory. We are a family. Jenny is loved and cared for in our home, a piece of data which you conveniently overlook.
Dr. Archibald, Jenny's worth to science far outweighs any personal feelings that you or your family might have for her. And you know that no chimpanzee has ever lived with a surrogate human family past the age of adulthood, an age which Jenny is rapidly approaching. Jenny is probably the smartest, brightest chimpanzee I have ever worked with. She is leaving the colony chimps in the dust. Dr. Archibald, the Tahachi Center would be willing to pay you a substantial amount of money for Jenny. I've been authorized to offer you $70,000 for her.
As per our agreement, Dr. Prentice, you study Jenny at our home. If this situation is no longer suitable for you, then your project with her is over.
$70,000, Andy.
No deal.
Cash in the chimp. It's not a nice chimp.
Please take the money. No way, man.
If it was Dunstan, or if it was Caesar from Planet of the Apes, I wouldn't take the 70 grand, but Jenny's not.
This is a hateful ape.
Jenny's just a horrible ape.
It's one of my favourite Quentin Tarantino movie, The Hateful Ape.
So anyway, Dad obviously is like, no way, no deal.
No deal,
Nothing
man.
good may happen to my family. Pam also in this, Pam said, no chimpanzee has ever lived with a surrogate human family past the age of adulthood. What? No chimpanzee has ever lived with a surrogate human past the age of adult. What's after adulthood? Isn't that when a chimp dies?
Yeah.
Past adulthood.
No chimpanzee has ever lived with a human family after death.
No chimp has ever lived forever with a human family.
No chimp has ever lived forever. No dead chimp has ever stayed in a human house.
No chimp has ever unlocked the secret hidden phase of ape life that exists after adulthood.
Immortality.
they're with a surrogate human family. In the wild, they're transcending all the time.
There's all kinds of immortal apes just floating through the jungle. Their third eye scanning.
A golden ball of light.
Scanning the undergrowth for additional nirvana. But with humans, impossible.
With humans, no way.
There's no way it could happen.
This chimp is never going to live past adulthood. So Dad is like, no deal. And as he goes to leave, Walter tries to make him see reason and says, listen, Hugo, my man, Jenny imprinted you as her father. You've raised a chimpanzee who thinks she's human, but there is a danger that the imprinting can go both ways. And Dad says, what? Do you think I think Jenny is my daughter?
I mean, yeah, obviously. Literally everything you've done in this film.
Because of all of your behaviours.
Yeah, but he says, look, Dr. Prentice is one of the most prominent primatologists in the world. It's probably not a good idea to have a blood feud going with her if you're trying to secure funding for your actual research, which you'll remember is your job.
Yeah.
Not raising an ape.
To which the dad responds, a cage is a cage, Walter. Not sure exactly what he means by that.
Sounds good, though.
I mean, I guess what he means is that Dr. Pamela Prentice's research facility, which we are going to see later in the movie, is just another cage. But it's actually a really, really sweet...
It's a lot nicer and more spacious and better set up for apes than his garage.
Yeah, which, I mean, is a cage in a much more meaningful sense.
Yeah, right.
That is cold, grey, and locks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there aren't any other apes there.
Yeah. Andy, I can't stop thinking about the mom in the Jennie Project.
Oh, yeah? Are you like Frank the Mailman?
Yeah. Yeah, like Frank the Mailman. I cannot stop thinking about her and commenting on her. I think her life is just so full of compromises, and I think that that's deeply unfair. She's compromised on having a husband who's around. She's compromised on having an ape in the house. She's compromised on someone coming round to her house and teaching the ape that she hates sign language in her garage for no money.
You're right, Luke. She makes a lot of compromises.
She does.
But when it comes to your health, there is no compromise.
Oh.
Don't you agree?
I do agree. I mean, I think that the mum in the Jennie Project probably has compromised her health with all of the ape feces that she's exposed herself to. But you, listener, should not make any compromises when it comes to your health. There is no compromise.
That's why, friends, you should sign up for ZocDoc. It's a free app and website where you can search and compare highly rated in-network doctors near you and instantly book appointments with them online. That's right. If you are in the United States of America, then go to ZocDoc.com/MCC and download the ZocDoc app for free. Then find and book a top-rated doctor today.
That's ZocDoc.com/MCC. ZocDoc.com/MCC.
Don't compromise on your health and don't compromise on apes in your house. You've got to put your foot down on both of those things.
ZocDoc has asked us to say that.
Yeah, it's in the copy here. Luke, I'm going through the budget and
no.
I'm not sure we can afford all these ape diapers anymore. Yeah, we're really burning through them. I don't know if you've noticed. The ape is wearing a fresh diaper almost every hour.
Well, I mean, look, you might not want to use a lot of ape diapers, but let me tell you, what you don't want is an overfull diaper. So we can't have it both ways, Andy. What are we going to do?
I don't know. I'm putting all these numbers into our shared ape budget here.
Yeah.
But I can't seem to calculate what all this is all going to add up to. I mean, you know me. I am not a numerate man.
No, you're not. I'm looking at it. I tell you what, though, Andy. I've just remembered that this episode of Mum Can't Cook is actually sponsored by Solver.
Solver?
Now, Solver, this could be what helps us, because Solver is a notepad calculator app for Mac and iPad that gives instant answers to calculations in your text. That sounds pretty clever, right?
That sounds great.
You could just put in how many ape diapers is good.
Solver is a better way to work things out than a traditional calculator and a more lightweight tool for working through problems than a spreadsheet. It instantly evaluates any math it finds in your text and displays it in parallel on the right. Naturally, as your expressions change, so do the answers.
So you can just mix up plain text and calculations in a way that makes the most sense for you. You can paste in multiple lines of text with numbers and get an immediate total in the bottom right, as many, many clever features that are just very, very helpful and are hopefully going to make your budgeting and notepadding much, much better in the future.
Features like unit conversions, today plus 100 days, time zone conversions, stocks,
Stocks.
All there in Solver. So enjoy a free 30-day no-commitment trial and discover how Solver can improve your digital life. Go to solver.com, that's SOULVER.com, and use code MCC when you go to buy the software so that they know that we sent you.
Andy, this ape is eating me out of house and home.
I know.
It's killing me to prepare fresh meals for this ape all the time. I've tried giving the ape just ape food or hay or lettuce or whatever apes eat, but the ape keeps signing to me that it thinks it's human, and so it has to sit at the table and eat my turkey.
Well, the problem is that all this human food that we have is so full of refined sugar, as Dr. Prentice is so quick to point out.
I hate that Dr. Prentice so much.
If only there was some way of eating better and more easily.
I wish.
Wait a minute.
What?
I've just remembered Factor and their delicious ready-to-eat meals. That's right, every fresh, never frozen meal is chef-crafted, dietitian approved, and ready to go in just 2 minutes. It doesn't say here if it's good for apes too, but you gotta believe it is.
It's gotta be
good for
apes.
humans.
We share 99% of the things that are good for us with apes. So we gotta.
So it must be good. You'll have over 35 different options to choose from every week, including Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto.
We're talking about more than 60 add-ons to help you stay fueled up and feeling good all day long. So what are you waiting for, listener? Get started today and get after your goals. Factor is the perfect solution if you're looking for fast, premium options with no cooking required.
So head to factormeals.com/momcan'tcook50 and use code momcan'tcook50 to get 50% off. That is code momcan'tcook50 at factormeals.com/momcan'tcook50 to get 50% off.
With savings like that, you can afford to have one more ape in the house.
You can afford to go ape. So we cut to the family unloading the groceries. Beloved family member Jenny starts flinging groceries everywhere.
Every single scene. I keep expecting Jenny to do something nice and warm-hearted.
At this point in the film, the way the dad is talking about her as if she's like part of the bosom of the family, which the film keeps contradicting with her actions.
Every time. Dear sweet Jenny.
My sweet Jenny is like another child. I would never want her to be in a cage. Smash cut to her. Destroying the family's groceries.
This family needed that ape as much as that ape needed this family. God damn.
Like if Paddington just running through the house with a chainsaw, cutting all their furniture in half. So she's flinging.
As if Paddington had grabbed the Browns' toys and just like smashed them on the floor and went,
and then everywhere. Instead of charmingly eating marmalade sandwiches.
Yeah.
So the mum is trying to unload the groceries and Jenny is just flinging them everywhere. She looks appalled and terrified, the mother does.
Yeah, so Jenny
steals a bag of marshmallows and flees into the treehouse.
So the mum and the children are all begging Jenny to stop this senseless destruction. They're like, please, Jenny, no. But Jenny grabs the marshmallows and is like, up into the treehouse.
Yeah, like a feral ape.
Cut to Frank. Frank is dropping off the mail. He nervously approaches the house. Andrew answers, I think this might be the letter that your dad's been waiting for. And Andrew takes the letter. And then Frank says, you hang around that chimp so much, I can't help but notice you're starting to look a little bit like her. Don't you think it's time you started hanging out with some members of your own species? I mean, people are talking. What people? What people Frank the mailman, are talking about this boy on your postal route and his ape?
Maybe people are writing letters to each other and he's sort of steaming them open and reading them.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Writing letters, like the preacher's writing letters, like, OMG, have you seen Andrew and the ape?
He looks like an ape.
He looks like he's so close to the ape, he looks like an ape.
Yeah, he's so close to the ape that his ears have become ape-like and his gums have receded, revealing ape teeth.
He's like the boy in Jumanji when he's turning into an ape.
Yeah, he looks like that boy in Jumanji.
That Jumanji boy.
Yeah. So Andrew goes inside with the letter. He sort of sees himself in a mirror and like checks his face for chimp-like features. Any mail for me, says Dad, but Andrew holds the letter behind his back and says no. And Hugo looks at him and says, tell Mum I'll be working late. But the letter is clearly visible behind Andrew's back in the mirror. So I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, I thought this would be like a sort of indulgent dad being like, okay, no mail for me. But then later on, he genuinely didn't know that this letter had arrived. So
yeah, he had no idea.
I don't know why they put this mirror thing in.
I don't know. I guess the dad was just so focused on A, getting the letter, and if there was no letter, then B, informing his son that he'll be working late and then leaving as fast as possible.
To tell his wife that she won't see him tonight. Yeah.
Tell your mum I'll be working late. Tell it yourself, you prick.
Jenny and I have got a lot of work to do.
So Andrew takes the letter up to the treehouse with Jenny. He's explaining to Jenny that Dad got the funding to go back to Africa. And then he tells a heartbreaking story about how when Dad went away, the Dad told him to look up at the brightest star and he would be out there somewhere doing the same. Yeah. He says he believed stuff like that because he was a little kid. And he's
all jaded now.
He doesn't feel like a little kid anymore, he says.
He opens the letter. It seems that Dad did get the funding to go back to Africa. He'll be gone another 8 months, says Andrew. Sometimes when he's away, I forget what he looks and sounds like. That's easy. He looks like Cosmo Cola. And in this movie, he sounds exactly like Bruce Campbell. Yes. I don't know. I found it distracting.
Yes. Oh, God. Well, I'm glad I didn't notice that. It would have been immensely distracting. So Andrew tears up the letter with tears in his eyes.
And Jenny eats it.
And Jenny eats it because Jenny's always thinking about the next horrible thing she can do. Yeah. Then Jenny does some sign language and Andrew responds, yes, the letter bad. This is... astonishingly, this is going to be plot critical.
So we cut to the postman, Frank. He's being bollocked by a war veteran for not receiving his mail. He walks into the street and he is then bollocked by another lady whose phone was shut off because she didn't receive her bill on time. Where are my catalogues, Frank? Says a third lady. Everyone is yelling at him. He sort of loses his mind.
This is a bit like a stress dream.
Yeah.
Like everyone on his mail route is screaming at him about their mail. Frank mutters that obviously something has seriously gone wrong and he vows to find everyone's mail. Then he runs across the street and he finds a trail of chewed up letters. Uh-oh.
How did this happen? Frank has the mail in his mail bag. Are we to believe that Jenny somehow stealthily removed the mail from his bag and then ate and strewed it all over her own yard without him noticing at any point? During his rounds where he presumably opened his bag and went, oh, there's no mail today.
Jenny,
he takes it out of the truck and puts it in the bag.
Yeah, he would open his bag and see an ape and no mail, but an ape.
He took the mail out of the truck, put it in the bag. So unless Jenny got into the truck...
Also, he's doing his rounds delivering the mail and people run up to him and shout, where was my letter? But the mailman is... there, so if you were one of those people, you would be like, here comes the mailman with my important letter.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen the mailman yet, you are not currently in the state of having missed important post.
No, he's here now with your post.
Unless, okay. I have it.
Okay.
I have it.
Okay.
The post was delivered before anyone could pick up their mail.
Jenny went house to house,
removed the mail, ate it, strewed it. Apishly. Then the carnival came to town.
The mail has gone through. The mail has gone through the letterbox into the house, so she would have to break into every house.
Yeah, but for an ape of her strength and cunning, that's true. Easy.
Well,
they've got like mailboxes. You know, there's American ones that you can just open.
Oh yeah.
So Jenny does that. Then the carnival comes to town and everyone is distracted for about 24 hours.
Okay.
So no one even looks at their mail. So the mail that we see strewn on the lawn is yesterday's mail.
Right. Yep. That's probably what happened.
Yep. It holds together.
Good. All right.
Anyway.
It all holds together.
So Frank finds all this eaten mail. Seems like Jenny took the letter bad thing too literally. Frank follows this trail. He says the word chimp to himself.
That's just good, right?
In case he had forgotten what this film was about. He creeps up to the treehouse, he climbs the ladder, he gets to the top and he peeks over to see heaps and heaps of shredded, eaten mail.
Considerably more than a single day's mail for this neighbourhood.
Yeah.
There's piles of mail.
Piles and piles. Then Jenny, who is not in the treehouse, runs up to the bottom of the ladder that Frank is still on and starts shaking it in a bid to kill him.
Yeah, Frank falls off the ladder to his death, and Jenny jumps happily, having killed Frank. This is beloved family member Jenny, who is really as much of a member of the family as any of their own kids, has just murdered a postman.
Yeah, exactly. You know, the scene where they take Jenny out to the carnival and she meets Hugh Grant. And
it's lovely.
Yeah, it's lovely. They go on over.
The kids all run out. Frank the postman grabs a 2x4 to kill Jenny with.
No one messes with the US mail, he shouts. And he's about to swing this plank into Jenny, killing her, when Sarah stomps on his toes and he drops the plank. I'm filing charges. That chimp is done for. But oh no, nearby... We hear the sound.
Is Jenny chastened by this?
No, we hear the sound of an engine revving up. Jenny has stolen Frank's mail truck. Jenny leaps up and down at the wheel. She's driving down the street. She's weaving dangerously all over the road.
She's shedding mail all over the street.
Andrew runs alongside the van, which, bearing in mind the way it's moving, is so dangerous. He's
so dangerous. It's weaving all over the place.
Under the wheels. Jenny mounts the curb, smashing into trash cans, letting you imagine what it would be like if a pedestrian was there.
Hugo comes cycling around the corner. He has to dive to one side to avoid being hit by this mail truck. Jenny hits a fire hydrant and then crashes the mail van.
And the truck, eventually sort of comes to rest in a fence.
Yeah.
Cut to hospital. This is absolutely wild. And if you'd have told me while I was watching this scene that the scene after this scene is even stupider, I would have called you a damned liar.
Yeah.
But, so let's deal with this scene first.
Okay, so Hugo runs into the hospital with Jenny in a blanket. Is this some kind of a joke, says the nurse. This is a hospital for humans only. This is outrageous, screams Hugo. Presumably there is a vet in this town they could have gone to.
A nurse comes over to him really quickly because I think they all assume he has a child in this blanket.
Yeah.
And so understandably a bit put out when it turns out, no, it's a chimp that's sort of mildly injured, I think.
Yeah.
So she says, let's take a look. It's a chimp. The nurse tells Hugo, get this animal out of here.
If you don't remove her immediately, I'm calling security, she says. Andrew takes Jenny and puts her in a chair in the waiting room, and he signs Andrew Love Jenny at her. A boy comes over and he starts signing. It appears that he is a deaf person. He signs, don't worry, Jenny, feel better soon.
So that's sweet. While this is happening, the dad is over at the desk screaming at the nurse, this is outrageous. He says, you mean you're going to refuse her admission?
Just because she's not human and is an ape?
Just because this is a hospital and she's an ape? You're going to refuse her admission to this hospital just because she's an ape?
Just because she's an ape with a track record of wrecking every building she goes into?
And the woman says, yes.
Yes. And then
that threatens to call security.
In another world-beating personality aspect of this dad, he starts trying to take her name so he can get her fired.
Yeah, good f***ing luck. You won't, oh, Nurse Ratchet, you won't believe what she wouldn't do. She wouldn't give up a hospital bed for an ape.
For an ape who is rampaging around the neighbourhood and freely in this sterile hospital.
Should be mentioned this ape isn't even visibly hurt. Not that would matter. It could be on death's door, and you shouldn't let an ape into the human hospital because it's for humans. And I'm sorry, I like apes, but the humans have to take priority.
And there is probably a vet nearby. If you're in Balboa Park, which they clearly are, there's a zoo there.
You could have driven to a vet. You could have.
But the nurse
It's the middle of the day. It's not the night. It's not like, you have to be an emergency vet. The vet's all closed. It's bright sunshine outside.
I guess the reading is supposed to be that he considers her so much a part of the family that he just took her to the same place he would take any member of his family.
I think that is what the film is trying to put across. But it's like the film doesn't realise that if you watch that happen, you'll think he's insane. You won't think, oh, that's nice, Jenny's part of the family. You'll think he's lost his mind. He's lost his mind.
Yeah, but then the nurse sees this...
He's lost his mind.
The nurse sees this deaf boy signing to the ape, and this melts her heart. And she goes and gets the attendant physician, who then treats this ape. Just a minor fracture, they say. She'll have to wear a soft cast for a couple of weeks.
What do you go...
Oh, yeah, we have ape-sized casts.
Yeah, we have ape-sized, of course we do. Oh, well, we just took one off of a child. It's easy. Oh, who's this in the back of an ambulance? It's a firefighter, nearly dead from smoke inhalation. Sorry, we gave the last bed to a chimp who crashed a truck.
Yeah, the chimp did go ballistic and destroy the ward, so unfortunately there are no more beds.
Yeah, he took a shit in a ventilator, and so that
the whole hospital is being shut down. She's an ambulance weaves past the window. Oh, she's stolen an ambulance.
Won't somebody help my daughter? Shouts Hugo.
You're telling me
you
want to charge me for treating my daughter?
So, what are they going to write on the insurance forms? Is this just like, it's an ape, a really cute ape? So this is all.
Does this ape have health insurance?
This is all for free. This is nuts. Cut to court for the case of Frank Russo versus Jennie Archibald.
Jennie the ape.
That's right. Frank has brought legal proceedings against a chimpanzee, and that's what the film is now.
Yep,
it's a courtroom drama where Jennie is the defendant.
So, Mum introduces herself to the judge. She says, "I'm Leah Archibald. I'm the defendant's mother."
Thinking about Brent, wherever he is.
Handsome, rich Brent who's always happy.
Who never made her take an ape to court to defend him. And tell a room
tell his mother.
Tell a room full of people that you're his mother.
Brent's an architect.
So okay. So the mum is like, this is the defendant. And the judge, okay. Surely at the point where a lawsuit begins, someone does a cursory check that all parties involved are real humans.
Mm-hmm. This shouldn't be a surprise to the judge. Presumably during discovery, someone mentioned to her that the defendant was an ape.
Oh, by the way, this case is about an ape on trial, and as such makes a mockery of the American justice system.
So just going through the details of the case. Yeah, it's this mailman. He's bringing this case against the defendant.
Yeah, hijacked his mail truck, right?
Yeah, grievous bodily injury, menace to public safety, apparently defiled the public mail too. I think that is pretty much it. That's all you need to know.
Okay, great. It's fine. I've handled cases like this 1,000 times. I can do this one in my sleep.
Oh, and the defendant is an ape. Okay, well, I will see you later. Good luck in the trial.
Yeah, I'll see you. Wait, hang on. Sorry, what was the last thing you said?
Defiling the mail?
Was there something... Okay, that was the last thing you said.
Grievous bodily injury?
That was okay, no, fine. I thought you said something else, but what I thought you said would have made a mockery of the US justice system, and I know that none of us are out here to do that. It would have set an unbelievably dangerous legal precedent.
Cool. Yeah. Anyway, I'm off. As you know, I'm on vacation from now. So bye.
Right. Okay. Have a great vacation. Don't forget to say you're out of office. I'm sure I won't need to contact you about anything.
Tires screech.
And then tires screech, and the next thing that happens is the dad comes in with an ape in a dress.
Leads an ape wearing a dress by the hand into the courtroom.
Why is that animal in my courtroom? The judge says reasonably, the only reasonable thing the judge is going to say for the next 10 minutes. This is the defendant, and everybody laughs. All right, I'll bite, says the judge.
So
read the charges. What? No. You want to see biting? You should see this ape. So, Jennie is charged with grievous bodily injury and being a threat to public safety.
And defiling the mail.
Yes. Yeah. Frank, her accuser, sort of points out that it's a federal offence to defile the mail. Jennie will be lucky not to get the chair.
Under the law, if found guilty, the animal would have to be destroyed.
I burst out laughing at this line. These are serious charges. Under the law, if found guilty, the animal would have to be destroyed. How about this, Judge? Under the law, a chimpanzee can't be guilty of a crime. What's happening here? This is the point where I was like, have I got... Because the film is so confident. The film delivers this... the film delivers the criminal trial of an ape with such confidence that I had to check that you can't put an animal on trial.
Under the law, the animal would have to be destroyed, she says. The camera pans across to a tiny electric chair.
The camera pans across to the law, which says very clearly apes can also do the crimes.
Yeah.
No, they can't.
Apes share 99% of our DNA and 99% of our laws.
So I went on Wikipedia to read up on animal trials through history. It's an interesting Wikipedia article. It's not the most easy to read. You get the impression that it was written by one or two passionate individuals who believe in ape justice or something. But there is a pretty funny image on the Wikipedia page. It's an illustration from the Chambers Book of Days depicting a sow and her piglets being tried for murder.
And her piglets.
The trial allegedly took place in 1457. The mother pig was found guilty and the piglets acquitted.
Okay. Okay, so there was a value judgment.
Well, for the piglets, it's a first offence.
They've got their whole lives ahead of
that
them.
we shouldn't. And, you have to think that those piglets were raised by the mother, who is now a convicted murderer, a toxic environment.
Yeah,
so
there was no chance for those piglets. So Hugo says, she's no ordinary animal, she's very special. If you'll allow it, I'll show you Jenny can answer any question put to her.
No. Here's what...
Out comes an ASL interpreter registered with the court.
Is the judge trying to get fired? Why is she torpedoing her career by indulging this fantasy?
It's like an Ace Attorney case.
Yeah.
It's just like the kind of random nonsense that happens in those games.
Imagine that you're a judge and someone brings in an ape and says, do you want to be the first judge in history to declare an ape innocent or guilty of a crime?
And then have the ape executed.
Under the US justice system. Even to declare the ape innocent is a mockery of everything that she has worked for years.
It is wild.
So the judge says, tell me what happened. And Dad says, perhaps you could ask her. And the judge says, don't make a mockery of my court. Bit late.
Yeah. This is when the ASL interpreter comes out. She gets sworn in. Jenny is then sworn in on the Christian Bible.
It's an incredible scene. Not least because the Bible is placed in front of Jenny. She puts her hand on it and when asked to swear, shakes her head no. And then the dad motions urgently to Jenny that she should nod her head and then she nods her head.
Yeah.
And everyone is like, yes, that counts.
Good. That counts. That's
good. Yeah,
good.
that counts.
So the judge asks the sign language interpreter to ask the ape why she attacked the mailman. This is so funny.
Yeah, let's hear. Let's hear literally everything that's about to happen.
She says, give Jenny apple.
Please let her try again, Your Honor.
Please be quiet, people. Miss Truesdale, you want to try again?
Jenny. Why Jenny hurt Frank?
Please sit down, young man. Let me do the questioning if you don't mind.
Your Honor, she's speaking.
What's she saying?
Jenny says, Frank, bad.
Say, I resent that.
Can she elaborate?
The seriousness with which the judge says, can she elaborate? Like, again, the Ace Attorney music should be going to... The judge has just identified a contradiction in the evidence and the testimony.
Frank is going through his breakdown animation.
Can you elaborate on that?
So she does. She says, it's the letter, says Andrew. Jenny hurt Frank because he delivers letters, but one letter in particular, the one that said you were going back to Africa to do more research, Dad. I was so angry when you got it, I tore it up. I guess Jenny thought I was mad at Frank. Dr. Prentice stands up in the stands. I can handle this, Pam, says Hugo.
Who's decided to come down to the courthouse to see an ape trial.
See the ape trial?
I would.
Well, I mean, wouldn't you?
Oh, my God. Why isn't this room bursting? Why isn't it full of... Why aren't the world's media assembled?
Why aren't they selling souvenir 8x10 glossy photos for $10 a pop?
Like a sort of little novelty, like a little electric chair that lights up with an...
You could buy Jenny is guilty or Jenny is not guilty t-shirts outside.
Hashtag Jenny is guilty.
Hashtag Team Jenny. Hashtag Team Frank.
Hashtag Team Frank. Are you hashtag Team Jenny or hashtag Team Frank?
So Dr. Prentice stands up and Hugo says, I can handle this. And she says, with due respect, I don't think you can.
So Dr. Prentice approaches the bench. The judge says, this is quite an honour, Dr. Prentice. I've read all your books. Because this judge, as well as hating the US justice system, also is a passionate amateur primatologist, I guess.
Yeah, everyone in town seems to be.
Yeah. So Prentice believes that she has a solution to this. Judge considers and says that she wants him in her chambers for a short recess. The last thing that I need to get off my chest about the trial scene is that the point of a trial isn't to determine why a crime was committed, but whether a crime was committed.
Yeah, and the crime very clearly was committed.
Jenny confesses on the stand. It's like, Jenny, why did you attack the mailman? And Jenny's like, I wanted to kill him because I thought that because he delivered a letter, so I tried to kill him.
She says Frank Bad hurt Andrew.
Frank Bad hurt Andrew. So that's why.
Yeah.
That's why
I tried to
kill Frank. And it's like, okay, so
the judge is like, yeah, to be fair, I get it. Not guilty.
Yeah, man, I hear you.
I get it. Yeah,
man.
we've all been there.
Frank. It's like
we all hate that asshole.
You have to destroy this ape. It's still like it's attacked a lot of people and stolen a car.
I mean, we don't know. Had the trial been allowed to play out, maybe that's what would have happened, but it doesn't because Dr. Prentice, the superstar primatologist, comes in, and this judge is now too starstruck.
Yeah.
To do her job properly, and will take whatever deal Dr. Prentice offers in her chambers.
Like they settle out of court.
Yeah, basically.
So later at home, Mum is sat sorting through roughly 1,000 photos of Jenny and the family. Dad walks in. The music is incredibly sad and somber. What did the judge say, says Mum. Dad says, nothing. Oh, Hugo, no, says the mum.
Dad says, it's okay, it's all right, it's better this way. I don't think it's fair that you should have to take care of Jenny and the kids while I'm in. And then he trails off. I have just written, oh my God. Here.
The mum says, while you're what? She says, you're not actually considering going back. And he says, this is important, Leah. I'm doing the greatest ape midwifery that's ever been seen.
I'm delivering so many apes out there. It's so what he's like, yeah, I guess it's better that Jenny's gone away because, you know, when I off back to Africa for 8 months, you know, that would have been a lot of ape for you to clean up.
Yeah, so where's my number one husband mug?
Where's my thank you sex?
I think a little thank you sex is in order, seeing as I've got rid of that troublesome ape that we all love.
I'm sure we can find 6 square feet of this house that isn't covered in ape.
My God, we cannot risk it. You know what they carry in their feces. Well, you spent the last 6 months hospitalised. Of course, you had to give up your bed when Jenny
the ape rampaged through.
Jenny fractured.
You can still change the diaper from a hospital bed.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Using a series of levers and pulleys.
Anyway, I'm off to the lab.
Off to Africa.
What's for dinner?
So Mum says they're going to be devastated. First Jenny and then you. We were just starting to feel like a family again. And then Mum walks out, leaving Dad sitting in the emotional wreckage that he will soon fly away from.
Yeah, back to lovely Africa. So at the treehouse, Dad comes up to see Jenny, who is sort of rocking back and forth.
Yeah.
He says, Jenny, go with Pam today. And then he says, no, Hugo, no go. He holds her hand and he says, you know, a good friend once told me you were a powerful member of Antifa. and I believe him. Now, you have a powerful Difa or something, guardian spirit.
Yeah. And then Dr. Prentice is at the foot of the ladder and Jenny goes to Dr. Prentice, pokes her head out, climbs into her arms. Jenny seems more or less unconcerned with this arrangement. Jenny's not. Yeah. Jenny's like, yep, bye then.
Yeah, Jenny has no concept of sort of human morality or relationship. She is an ape.
And then the greatest line in this movie is delivered by Dr. Prentice as she carries Jenny to her car. She says, she's as strong as 7 men, Doctor. What's she going to be like in a year or two? What?
She's as strong
as 7 men.
She's going to have the strength of 14 men in a year.
She's as strong as 7 men, Doctor.
28 men in 2 years.
She's as strong as 7 men. No, she isn't.
I mean, apes are pretty strong.
They're pretty... But Jenny, the chimpanzee, is not as strong as 7 men.
No, I don't think she is.
Not as strong as 1 man.
But then she says...
1 man could kill Jenny.
You can pick up Jenny with, like, 1 hand, I think.
Yeah.
She's quite a small ape.
She's as strong as 7 men, Doctor.
She needs to go to Professor Charles Xavier's school.
For extraordinary apes.
For extraordinary apes.
So she needs a controlled, disciplined environment, says Prentice. She belongs to science now, slamming the trunk of the car shut. She says, it's what Jenny in the trunk.
Put Jenny in the trunk. She says, it's what's best. And Hugo says, what's best for Dr. Prentice, you mean?
Yeah. And she drives away. Later, Dad is sitting on the step of the house. He's bereft. Andrew rocks up back from school. He pulled his average up an entire letter grade. Wow. Aren't you proud, Dad? Dad's like, yeah. And Andrew's like, wait till I tell Jen, and skips happily towards the house.
Andrew presumably came home, didn't ask how the ape trial went, and is now looking for Jenny. Where's Jen? He says. He runs around the house looking. He has an actual sister that he could show his grade to.
Yeah, we haven't seen her in a while.
Why does everyone hate Sarah?
I don't know. Dr. Prentice accidentally took Sarah away.
I'll have this one as well if you're not using it.
You know, the dad would be like, here's the ape. Sort of,
here you go.
Dad, I'm not the ape, I'm Sarah. Wow, the language is really coming along, Dr. Prentice. Your lessons...
She's graduated from sign language to English.
Your lessons are taking hold. Anyway,
wow.
Jenny...
The most incredible ape ever.
We'll miss you, Jenny.
Jenny... Bye, Jenny. So,
from Sarah's room, the sounds of screeching and shitting.
Wow. Real problem child, that one. Anyway. Dad explains about the judge's decision. No, how could you, says Andrew. He runs off. And then we cut to Mum trying to file a missing persons report for Andrew. He's been missing for 5 hours. Dad runs in. He's searched everywhere. Have you searched the Ape Centre? I've written here. Because, I mean, where else is he going to be?
The conversation that Mum has with the cops is also really funny. They won't let her file a missing persons report, and she says, no, not the chimp, my son. And then there's a pause, and she says, forget I ever brought the chimp up. I love the idea that you got on the phone, the police, when your son's missing, and led with the bit about the chimp.
Well, they probably said, aren't you that chimp family?
Yeah, hang on, aren't you from the ape trial? So anyway, yeah, they haven't tried checking Tahachi Center, which is the ape center, where obviously he's gone. Yeah. They find this out because Sarah says, oh, he will have gone to the hot cheese center.
Yeah, obviously. Thanks, Poirot.
Yeah. Cut 2, we see little Andrew. He's at the Tahachi Center at night. He's preparing to break in. We get a look at Jenny's enclosure. It looks really, really swish. There's loads of toys. Yeah. We see Pam bring her a bowl of Cheerios.
She's luxuriantly diapered.
Yep. Jenny, eat, please, says Pam. But Jenny sulks off and into a hole in the wall and into a big, comfortable bed. Andrew scales a fence. He drops down excitingly like Spider-Man. He finds Jenny's enclosure. Dr. Pam is just on the way out. He's on the other side of the glass, and he sort of forced stealth missions his way in and finds Jenny.
He like Metal Gear Solids behind a wall as Dr. Prentice passes, and then he stealth infiltrates through an unlocked door and into the ape habitat.
The two are reunited, and they have a huge, meaningful hug.
Finally, he has a real sister.
Jenny, I knew I'd see you again, he says. Now let's get out of here. But unfortunately, Andrew let the door shut behind him.
And now he is one of Dr. Prentice's twisted experiments. What will we do now, he says, and then for some reason instantly falls asleep. It's so weird. He's like, oh no, what will we do? And just sort of slumps forward like he's been gassed.
Maybe he has. Dr. Prentice probably saw him on CCTV and hit the gas release button.
Yeah, he's going to wake up like a walrus like that movie.
He's going to wake up an ape. Yep.
Tusk. That was weird.
So time passes, and the next morning we see Dr. Pam finds a human boy in her enclosure. At last, she says.
Jackpot, she says.
At last, the serum was a success. I've successfully transformed an ape into a human boy.
I'll get the Nobel Prize for this.
So, Andrew is in there. He's sort of curled up next to Jenny. Dr. Pam regards them.
She smiles indulgently and then calls the police, presumably.
Yeah. Later...
Nope, she doesn't, in fact. Andrew awakes on a couch with Mum and Dad. Sarah is there too, I guess.
Where's Jen? Says Andrew. She's just fine.
pushing Sarah out of the
way. She's just fine, say the parents. We can't leave her here, says Andrew. We're not going to, says Dad.
She's going back home.
Really?
I decided to go back to Africa. One last trip.
You're gonna take her back, aren't you?
We think we might be able to return Jenny to the Aturi.
What about the poachers?
Well, the land that Jenny was born in has been recently made a sanctuary. She'll be protected.
Like she'll be protected. Let me quote your own words back at you, Hugo. In Africa, chimps are protected, but that doesn't stop the poachers. That was the phrase, that's the wording from the beginning of the film.
Literally, one of the first things he says is, it doesn't matter if they're in a sanctuary and are protected.
It doesn't matter if they're protected, they're still going to get poached by overly
they're going to get
poisoned.
Poached hard by poison arrows.
Yeah. Oh, maybe having taken all of that poison in utero is how Jenny was able to withstand so much sedative.
And human food.
Human cake.
Yeah. So the plan is to reintroduce Jenny to her tribe of apes.
So you're telling me this whole time that Jenny never needed to leave Africa? Like, did it not occur to the dad to leave Jenny there in the first place?
No,
Why did he bring Jenny home? If this was an option...
Because he had a spare duffel bag, he had all that baggage allowance.
If this was an option, why did any of this film happen?
Can't wait to eat that monkey.
It's like, it seems like an impossible situation. We can't keep Jenny at home, but she's not happy here at the centre. Well, we could take her back to Africa.
Where she's from. Put her back in her ape group.
I think she'd be happiest there. Wait.
I suppose we could.
I suppose you could have. I suppose you could have done that. I suppose you could have carried the baby Jenny 20 feet from your tent.
And also, presumably, it was in a duffel bag the whole way. Presumably, this is ape smuggling. So, I mean, is there some kind of ape amnesty bin?
Now he needs to
drop off illegal apes.
Now he needs to get an ape out of America, which is not going to be any easier, I don't think.
Yeah. So he's going to have to smuggle it inside him.
So then, weirdly, Pam explains that doing their plan is rarely successful, unless, of course, you're able to find Jenny's family group. Then maybe, I've written down, well, the mum died and the rest are chimps, so good luck telling which chimps are Jenny's cousins, I guess.
Yeah. Just wander into the vague area of jungle that we found.
What I'll do is I'll go to the bit of Africa that is the jungle. I'm sure it'll be easy to find the right chimps.
Yeah. Very simple. So, they're like, we're all off to Africa to take Jenny back. And he says, and I'd sure like it if you all came along.
What?
I can't wait, says Sarah. Let's go now. Not you, Sarah, he says.
So wait, that was always an option also?
Taking the whole family.
Yeah, presumably school isn't an issue.
Yeah.
Because it's not an issue now.
He just doesn't like his family.
Yeah. Anyway.
We cut to Africa.
We cut to San Diego's Balboa Park.
San Diego's Balboa Park. The music that plays when you walk into the Animal Kingdom theme park in Florida is playing.
Yes, yeah.
A tent parts and its dad's African mate.
They approach a patronising African village set.
Yeah.
They are welcomed by Quayle, who is dad's sort of best friend in the village. Probably worth mentioning that the guy who plays Quayle is probably the most famous actor in this. Yeah.
Oh, really?
It's Sammy Ratibi from Django Unchained, and he's also in Batman v Superman. Like,
cool.
Fairly, not like major roles in those movies, but
big movies.
Yeah, like not tiny roles either. Anyway, so later we see the whole group hacking their way through Balboa Park.
So I was like, okay, so they've arrived in Africa.
Yeah.
And they're going to try and reunite Jenny with her family. This is probably going to throw up some obstacles, and it's going to be
two huge
hard
obstacles
for the family.
One, find the family group.
Yeah.
Two, see if they'll take Jenny back, even though Jenny has the stink of human on her.
Then I checked the runtime and there were 4 minutes left of the film.
So what we see is they basically just walk for 2 minutes until they find
It's like within walking distance of where they park their Jeep.
Imagine a large plastic fern is in front of you, listener. Now imagine you walk around the side of it and behind it are 10 chimps.
Frolicking
in a glade. That's more or less what happens here.
Imagine the parking lot of like a Denny's.
Yeah.
And there's like some woods behind it.
Yes.
If you walk for a minute, you can still hear the Denny's from where you are.
Yeah.
That's where the chimps are.
You still have all like phone reception. You can still order on the Denny's app. So that when you get back there,
a guy will run some sandwiches out to you where you are. That's how close you are.
So Dad and Andrew creep up to this family of chimps. Jenny immediately, and I mean immediately, drops from Dad's arms and runs to them. She turns back to look at the pair so briefly that they had to...
She does not give up.
Not a single solitary... This is how bad it is. She turns round and looks at them so briefly that they had to slow down the footage to make it seem like Jenny is in two minds. But like, imagine, the ape just runs, briefly looks over its shoulder for like 1 second, just checking its peripheral vision in the way that animals...
For predators.
Yeah, in the way that animals do. And they slowed it down to be like, oh, Jenny doesn't know if she wants to go.
She wants to go. Yes, she does.
And we end with voiceover.
She runs to the group. She is torn apart instantly. No, they all hug her. Yeah, we get Andrew's narration over the end. He's talking about the natural order of things. He says, Jenny taught me something. We see the world not only through our eyes, but through our hearts. How did she teach you that exactly? By trashing your house and assaulting the mailman?
I think it was the bit where she poured water all over the cake.
We see the world not only through our eyes, but through our hearts.
My father, being a man of science, believed in the natural order of things. But Jenny taught him
it's
something.
This ending it's like a proper Ring of Endless Light ending for 90 minutes of ape carnage. This is so not earned. Like, what do you mean we see the world not only through our eyes but through our hearts? How is that supported by anything that's happened in this film?
It would be like if at the end of Hounded they released the nightmare dog back to its family in the wild, and it was like, but that hounded dog also taught me something beautiful. That sometimes, even when you're hounded, you're never that hounded.
You're never hounded, as long as you stay grounded.
Credits.
I saw Infinity today. However that poem goes.
Yeah. Oh, God. So Andrew and Jenny lock eyes one last time before she turns back to her new family, and the film is done. I don't know what to... I don't. It is just ape carnage.
It is. It's total ape carnage.
But it's not very funny. It's not slapstick ape carnage. It's not like, whoa, look at this wacky ape.
It's kind of distress. I mean, all ape carnage is quite funny because apes are kind of funny to look at.
Yeah, I mean, apes are intrinsically... I've had a wonderful time recapping this because we've talked so much about apes. And it's always funny to me to describe an ape doing literally anything.
But also, you can't have a movie that is 85 minutes of an ape wrecking houses, driving cars, being tried in human court, and then go, we see the world not only through our eyes but through our hearts.
I'm sorry.
This is unearned.
I'm sorry, is this the same movie where an ape was just on trial for grievous bodily harm?
What was the point of all that sign language stuff?
Oh, yeah.
So she could say Frank hurt Andrew in court.
Yeah, in all the key art for this movie, it implies that it's all about the wonderful sign language journey.
Yeah, and how we could get a deeper understanding of apes when they could communicate their thoughts to us. Jenny does one bit of... All she does is like, Jenny want apple.
Yeah.
And then she goes, Frank hurt Andrew, so I killed him. And
so I stole his truck.
Yeah, well, okay. I mean, that's not that... but we see
sometimes
the world,
we see the world not through our eyes, but through our hearts. I think it would have gone over better if this was a movie about a nicer ape.
Yeah,
it's a shame that Jenny is a fundamentally wicked ape.
Yeah, and they have no redeeming scenes of Jenny being like tender or nice to the family. Yeah. The only moment that she like does anything for the family is violence based when she tries to kill a mailman.
There's just so many scenes where you're like, here we go, here comes something whimsical, and then Jenny will just tear the head off a doll or throw all of the groceries out the back of the car.
If she'd done like one nice thing for the mother, who she spent the whole movie tormenting, if she's like, Jenny, bring you egg. You're like, oh, Jenny, you bought me an egg.
I tried to devil it.
Wow, that's really nice.
The first half of this movie, the first 50% plays like psychological horror that's happening to the mum. Then there's a courtroom drama then there's this Ring of Endless Light BS ending.
Yeah.
And that's it. And it's never, at no point is the movie consistent. At no point does it make a serious point about anything. And also at no point is it fun or funny.
No.
It's boring. And the dad sucks.
It's wild. The dad sucks. The ape is furious and hateful. This is adapted from a book, as you say.
I imagine, Andy, that what you've brought to Show and Tell right now is exactly what I have also, which is an extract from a review of the book that I found on Wikipedia.
Yeah, I've been trying to piece together the plot of the book just from, because I can't find the actual text, and I can just find a bunch of reviews. And as far as I can tell from reading reviews, the ending of the book is that the chimp is returned to its family group in the jungle. It can't adjust to life there and does end up taking its own life.
What?
That, as far as I can tell from sort of context,
from piecing it together.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Well, I'm almost certain that I'm like 99% certain the ape dies.
Yeah.
And from some other things I got
the impression that it has a very bad ending. That would certainly qualify. Okay, here's what I found. You've looked into this more than I have, but this is extra context.
Okay.
The neighbour, who is a Christian minister, takes it upon himself to bring Jenny to Jesus.
Yeah.
And a primate researcher teaches her sign language. But then Jenny hits puberty, her hormones kick in, and predictably she becomes uncontrollable. Mm-hmm. The fate of this chimp who thinks she's human is not a pretty one.
Yeah.
Yikes.
I mean, what else? What can you take from that?
Preston is the author. Preston seems to want readers to think that the Archibalds are merely eccentric when all his evidence points to the fact that these people are disturbed and that Jenny is filling some bizarre need in the family. I mean, they got that
despite them having two human children.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish we could have children of our own. You do! 2 of them!
This is an absolutely bonkers book to adapt. A Ring of Endless Light. Mm-hmm. Fine. Like, you know, it's
Xenon. Fine.
Yeah. The good, solid kids' books.
Yeah.
But this just sounds really sad and grim and confusing, and
which is why I think they made it mostly ape carnage.
Yeah, the movie is way too faithful. I think maybe they added in all of the ape carnage to try and sort of leaven it a little bit, make it feel a bit more fun and frothy, but it doesn't really work because it is shot through with this.
This is just like a wildly misguided movie.
Yeah.
Have you read the book that this is based on? It's called Jenny. If you have, tell us how it ends, please.
Yeah.
Email us at mumcan'tcookpod@gmail.com. I'm genuinely interested to know.
I would really, really like to know what happens. Yeah. Yikes. Okay, that was the Jennie Project.
Yeah. How about that?
We talked for a really long time about the Jennie Project, so I'm interested to hear your thoughts, listeners. Please send us your thoughts on the Jennie Project. Have you ever had an experience with an ape?
Yep.
Have
you ever put an animal on trial?
Have you ever put an animal on trial? Do you have it? Oh. Okay. Do you work in the legal profession? And can you offer any insight as to what would happen to this judge if she tried to go ahead with convicting an ape? Like, minute by minute, how would the checks and balances step in
of the American
legal system step in to prevent this from happening?
God, this movie.
Okay. I need to get some energy back because I feel like the Jennie Project has
sapped your energy.
I don't feel unenergized. Sometimes these movies do make me feel sapped of energy. I don't feel like that. I just feel odd. I just feel weird. Like
it's just it doesn't. It's not structured like a movie.
Yeah, which makes it so
like
hard to talk
every
about.
time you expect like it to start acting like a movie and the ape to start like acting nice to the family, it then goes on another rampage.
Maybe they just didn't pay very much for their Hollywood apes, and they. Like, if there was a bit more budget, they could have got a good Hollywood ape who would do something charming, but they could actually only afford apes who weren't really trained. And so every time...
Yeah, according to this thing I read, they got a couple of apes from the Balboa Park Zoo.
Ah, okay. So probably the director was like, now, in this scene, Jenny will help the family unload the groceries. And, sorry, where's the handler? Where,
we
God.
don't have one.
We're not going to be able to set this up for a second take. Just film it.
Okay, this is it. It's in the film.
Film
it's
it.
in the film.
Parent, kids. The scene now is that you don't like this. Go.
Yeah.
Act quickly because she's nearly eaten it all. Go.
Yeah. The family started out with 3 kids, but unfortunately, during filming,
well,
the start of Nope, it was like
there was going to be a handsome hunk called Brent who would show up and take the mum away from all this, but unfortunately, the ape tore his face off on the first day of film.
They left a little Easter egg in the finished film about the fate of Brent. So.
when you see the ape tear its head off.
Just a little wink, a little nod to real life events.
Those who know will know.
Yeah, we'll know. A little something for those who were there.
His head was torn off and his body slammed into the ground.
His body was slammed hard. Oh boy,
that's definitely what happened. They're like, Eisner, these apes aren't really behaving themselves. It's really impacting the storytelling. Could we have $50 for a better ape?
Can we have $6 for an ape handler?
We're really struggling to get this ape under control. I think the American Humane Society, they're here and they say that there has to be an ape handler. We told them.
What?
We told them
that can't be right. Put them on the phone with me.
We told them that the ape handler was in the bathroom, but it's been 45 minutes and they've
been waiting,
starting to ask questions.
They said the ape handler went out for some premium smokes. You can't get them at the nearby shop. You got to go to the far away shop for the premium smokes. But I don't think that's going to hold them for long, Michael. I'm in the bathroom right now. They're outside.
I'm in the bathroom right now, and the ape is getting in.
Oh, this sounds good. Why aren't you filming it?
Yeah,
this could all be in the movie. This is all runtime.
Andy, I don't want to talk about the Jennie Project anymore.
Fine by me.
I want to read you an email instead. This comes from Tim. Tim says, I was listening to the Can of Worms episode. A lot of correspondence on Can of Worms still. When it awoke a genuine tinge of childhood fear out of me. For context, I'm Canadian and live just outside a major city, and my old convenience store near me had films on a shelf, various VHS and DVDs to rent and buy, as was appropriate for the time period. One day when I went in, I cannot recall if it was a poster or just the VHS on the shelf, but I saw a set of terrifying eye stalks and human teeth, and it terrified me so much as a tiny 7-year-old that I refused to go down that aisle of the store for years. I do not remember much of the film, but as you were describing the aliens on the episode, I decided to just blanket search Can of Worms Disney, and I was face to face with a childhood nightmare creature that had plagued me for ages. To check it wasn't a fluke, I did actually discover the film received a physical release off the Disney Channel. There again, I do not recall if it was a poster or promo or an actual tape, just that he would haunt me every time I went to get milk for my mother.
Oh my God.
That is nuts. Tim, I don't know if we should apologise or if we were part of the healing journey there. I'm not sure, really.
I mean, that sounds fairly traumatic, so I'm going to apologise. Sorry, Tim.
Yeah, and you're welcome, Tim. There, we've covered our bases now. Good to be part of your healing journey. That is wild, though, isn't it? Imagine just listening to this podcast, Googling the film we're talking about, and then bam!
And then that face-to-face with your
with
childhood
a thing that
fears.
you absolutely hate. There was an image of my childhood that I absolutely hated, and it was an alien in an annual... do you remember Jumbo? Jumbo? It was a plane, like a sort of a live plane.
And the live... That does sound terrifying.
Well, there was an alien.
Oh, is that not the scary part?
That's not the scary bit. There was an alien.
That sounds
the plane
like the scary
found
part.
an alien, and the alien was like... "Rah!" And it's just... Oh, man. That book, I was so afraid of that book.
Google it now and look at it.
Okay. First, I need to check if Jumbo is real. Man, unfortunately, like, Jumbo is now such... like a blanket term for all kids stuff. Oh, I'm sure it was... Oh. Hang on. UK Kids Book Anthropomorphic Plane. Yes, I found it! Jimbo and the Jet Set.
Okay.
A British animated cartoon aired for 25 episodes in 1986.
Oh, there's an episode called Jimbo and the Jet Set, the UFO.
Oh my God.
When Jimbo is flying home one rainy day, for some reason, an alien visits.
Am I actually going to see this alien?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm looking at it now.
Have you got it? Have you got the...
Yeah, I'm looking at the alien now.
Okay, I'm going to look at it too.
Okay, Andy, don't. Let me send you the image of the alien.
Okay.
I think you may find this somewhat anticlimactic.
Okay, here we go.
I was so scared of that JPEG. I was so scared of that JPEG that I hid this book. I was so scared of the book. I had to hide it.
This is great podcasting.
I'm sorry. Well, all right, do an audio description of the alien.
Okay, it looks like a sort of yellow skeleton.
It looks like Mr. Burns when he's the alien, yeah.
I bring you love.
Yeah, it looks like that, but a lot less frightening.
Yeah, it looks like a sort of angry light bulb.
This is wild. I can't believe I've actually seen this alien now.
Yeah, are you scared of it now?
I'm glad that this podcast has become just therapy for me.
Yeah.
This is good. I'm working through all sorts.
You faced your fears.
I feel like a new man. I didn't realise how much that had been holding me back.
Yeah, now you can do anything.
I won't, though.
You won't, probably. So, who has the time?
What are we going to do next, Andy?
Well, as a palate cleanser, we're going to move to the other end of the decom spectrum, away from Ape Carnage. We are going to do 2007's Johnny Capahala back on board.
Yes! A return to the Johnny Tsunami universe.
It's the Johnny Tsunami sequel you've all been waiting for.
Yeah, it's so good. It's so good.
Okay, let me read the description. Johnny Capahala returns to Hawaii to attend his grandfather's wedding. But instead of catching a few waves while he's in town, Johnny's got his hands full keeping an eye on Uncle Chris, the 12-year-old son of his grandfather's fiancée.
That's right. It features a great deal of Johnny Tsunami himself.
Oh my God.
The granddad.
I can't wait.
It's going to be so choice.
So much Johnny Tsunami. All right, thank you so much for listening, folks. Remember, if you want more Mum Can't Cook in your life, and why wouldn't you can go to patreon.com/extra helpings. Sign up for our Patreon. We can get extra bonus episodes every other week. So you will have weekly episodes of Mum Can't Cook. We are recapping So Weird, the Disney Channel original TV series about paranormal occurrences featuring Brink. It's great. We love doing it. People seem to really enjoy the episodes. So yeah, get involved. Jump aboard.
Hop aboard.
Become a So Weirdo.
Do it. And hey, don't forget, Skeleton Roundabout owners' designs, t-shirts and mugs are available now at mumcan'tcookstore.com or bonesforbowser.com.
Yep, pick it up. There probably won't be a t-shirt based on the Jennie Project. That's all I'm going to say.
Although I am quite tempted by one that's just like Team Jennie.
Team Frank the
To be
mailman.
honest, I am Team Frank. Jennie confessed.
Yeah. Jennie tried to kill him.
Jennie tried to kill him. She committed the crime. She must go to ape jail. No, she must go to human jail. She's been tried in a human court.
To the ape-sized chair. All right, thank you for listening, folks. And remember, we see the world not only through our eyes, but through our hearts.
Oh, God, the apes got in!
Do you ever think, oh, God, the apes got my heart?